Hey, Ken Conan, Raiders Streaming and the River Channel. Got Coach Cowles with us. Great game last week, our home opener against Marshfield. You guys put it to them, put 30 on there, and defense looked pretty darn good. Thoughts on that first game?
Yeah, they did. We had a couple chances in the red zone early and only got out with one field goal and got stopped on the other one. But the D did a great job of, kind of flipping the field position a couple times. They got the pick six before half. That was huge. That was huge, obviously. But, even just a couple times flipping the field position. I know we roughed the punter, but then we got a pick right after that, so it kind of just balanced it out. And, we know it's going to be a field possession game. And, if you can – kind of make them punt and, make them drive. If they're going to try to drive it, make them drive it all the way down. And we made them do it a couple times and they couldn't get in the end zone. So D did a good job. And really got going in the second half. We had some good tempo in the second half that we liked. So we're pleased with the outcome.
Nice. Now we're hitting the road. We got a bit of a road trip coming up tomorrow, heading over to Spash, Stevens Point. Just shy of 3 hours on the road time. Now, do you guys stop during the way? You stretch it all, or you just muscle through?
We just plug through. We're just going to get going and get there, and then the guys will get off the bus, and we'll be there plenty early, a couple hours before game time, and let them get on the field and stretch the legs a little bit before the pregame stuff really happens. So we're used to it. I mean, I know we haven't done it a lot recently, but we used to travel all the time, and going to the middle of the state wasn't anything because we just did it a lot. And so, I know I think the guys kind of like it. I think the coaches, we've done it enough. We're kind of like, boy, we like being home. But I think the players kind of like getting on the road and, enjoying the camaraderie. And so we're excited for it.
I love it. So we got Spash. I know we've got some history with these guys. What are your thoughts coming into this one tomorrow night, again, on the road at Spash?
Yeah, they're really skilled. They got a good quarterback and running back and receivers that are really talented, make some great catches. And the O-line's pretty good. And what they're doing this year that they didn't as much last year is they're running the ball pretty well. And last year they were really throwing, and we could really get to the quarterback and put some pressure. But this year they're running the ball, so you got to take it into that, take into account the running game, and then the play action pass comes off of that. So I think they do a good job. They fly around on defense. They're really aggressive downhill linebackers and outside backers really get after you. Free safeties downhill flying around too. So we got our hands full, no question.
Well, a hot week for practice. Been over 100 almost the last couple days. This one seems like a reprieve at 85. How's the team feeling with all the heat this week? How we looking kind of coming out of that first game?
I think good. We kind of changed the schedule. We normally would have been an afternoon practice, but we kind of split it, and we went Tuesday morning and kind of beat the heat there, and then we went Wednesday night. Last night we went late. We finished up at 9:30 last night, but we just said let's kind of break that heat so that when that heat spell was kind of Tuesday afternoon through Wednesday night, we kind of just said nope, we're going before that and after that and trying to do what we can. We did it years ago, about 10 years ago. I remember we had a week 2 game. I think we played over in Chanhassen. It was hot all week, and we were at Newton Field all week. We played at Newton Field 3 days that week just to get them going, and we lightened the load a little bit. That we're didn't even wear pads last night, but it's just one of those things you got to be flexible for, and I thought guys got a lot out of it. Yeah,
nice. Well, best of luck this evening again, Ken Conan. I got Coach Cowles with me again. It's Raiders Streaming and the River Channel. Thanks for joining me, Coach.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Well, welcome out to the Stevens Point field here. This is Shrill Plaza,
Gerke Field. They call it
Gerke Field, the Gerke. I gotta tell everybody how it's going in the booth right now because I feel like a fat guy sweating in a sushi shop right now. If you listen to last week's broadcast, you know what I'm talking about. It's about 1,000 degrees in here. We are inside of it. Looks like a microwave. It's a booth with one window open. Right in front of us is the sun.
Yeah, it's right in our faces here. So
right in our chops.
Get a little tan. I didn't put some sunscreen on, but glad I got my shades. I think we'll be all right. Ken,
we'll be fine.
It's early season football, so we'll be wishing we had this maybe in late October. So
there is some truth to that, my friend. Thank you for making the road trip out here.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was thinking, they pronounced it Gerke Park, but as I was on my way over here, I remember the song Winds of Change by the Scorpions.
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning, they're like...
Oh, yeah. Gerke Park.
Yeah.
Gorky.
It's Gorky Park.
Gorky
yes,
is the real
yes.
one, right.
So,
yes.
Anyway.
So funny. I love it. Well, I'll tell you, today's Coach's Corner was brought to you by San Pedro Cafe in downtown Hudson. Thank you for all that you do, San Pedro, and being a sponsor of the Coach's Corner. And, of course, thank you, Coach Cowles, for joining me yesterday afternoon. We had a little reprieve yesterday from the heat.
Yep.
which was nice. It was, I don't know, mid-80s, and it felt like magic outside.
Seems to be back. I think we're going to get some better temperatures this weekend. So, but it's football night tonight, and tonight we got the Stevens Point Pointers. No, they're not. It is the Stevens. The Pointers are the college team. The Spash Cougars, I think they are, aren't
I
they?
think you're right. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the heat's getting to me here. I'm forgetting where we're at. We're playing at the college field, UW Stevens Point.
Yeah.
Spash last week had a game here at home again against McWanago. Lost that game 35 to 7.
Wow.
Tough season for them last year. They ended up tied for 5th in the conference. 3-7, and lost, of course, non-conference to Hudson at Hudson last year, 38 to 7. Doesn't mean anything. Watched a little bit of the film on them. I thought they played pretty well against McWanago last week. Quarterback number 13, Grant Shodenas, is got a decent arm, tall kid, very similar to what we saw last week with Marshfield. They do want to run the ball a lot. Braden Smola is the running back. You're going to hear his name quite a bit. Last week, 27 rushes for 96 yards and a touchdown. Big kid. One of the receivers that seemed to be targeted a lot last week was a kid number 7, Aman Konapaki. And he will, they'll run a lot of short passes. They also do a lot of single back plays with one running back in the backfield.
Okay.
So 3 receivers, 1 back. Sometimes they bump up a guy back, whether it's a tight end, into that H-back position. But I didn't think execution-wise last week, on the film, they looked like they were just up against a better team. So we'll see tonight. Hudson, again, coming off a big win to start the season at home.
Yeah, huge win.
Highlighted by the defense, of course, but I thought that offense really started rolling in the second half.
Yep.
A couple of really nice drives. The tempo slowed down a little bit for them. Obviously, early in the game, they were trying to do a lot of up-tempo. You could see, again, this happens a lot early in the season where there's just not a lot of in-sync players,
Sure.
Just confusion a little bit. So once things slowed down, I thought it was much better as far as execution on the offensive side. Fully expect tonight, again, for the defense to set the tone for Hudson. Again, we'll get back into this here in a second. Looks like we're going to the national anthem.
Again, welcome back to the Derek Building Solutions booth. Here we are on the road. It's Road Trip Friday, our first Friday under the lights, actually, too.
Yep, and so as I was staring across the field, home of the Panthers. So we are playing the Spash Panthers tonight, not the Cougars and not the Pointers. We are playing the Panthers.
You know what? I'm going to give both of us a pass because it's 1,000 degrees in this booth right now.
The other thing is there's 5 logos on this field, so we're just going to go with that. But
We're trying
you
our best.
mentioned you are sweating like the fat man in the sushi shop. I feel like
You
a
mentioned
fat
last week.
cat in a room full of rocking chairs right now. The way I'm sweating, I'm just dripping. So
I love it. Hey, quick shout out to Willow and Jonesies. It sounds like you guys are streaming live tonight. Cheers to both of you guys. I appreciate the live action out there.
yeah, and so a little warmer than last week. Again,
Yeah.
we'll kind of see. We saw at the end of the game, Hudson, of course, on our sidelines was having some troubles with cramps and things like that. I guess I'd rather be wearing a white uniform today, so Hudson's got that going for him. Spash,
Yeah,
of course,
you're
in their
right.
black. But it is a warm night with the sun coming right at us here. So, but we do have a good vantage point. We are playing at the UW Stevens Pointers football field. It's always fun to play in these college stadiums. River Falls. We got
RF
that
is
game
my favorite.
this week or this year as well.
And when I say my favorite, that stadium and booth, that press box.
They're fantastic.
Unreal.
Lots of room to spread out.
Wow. Yeah, we're like whoop. Cadillac style up there. Well, I'm with you on the dark and light uniforms, at least early on. That
For
could
sure.
be a little bit of a 10-degree difference potentially. I mean, all black versus a white uni. I'll take white all day right now.
Right, yeah. And the little bit of glare on the field, too, Ken. Again,
Yeah.
we don't have the sun necessarily right in our coming in, like on the north or south side of the field, where I think it'll affect the vision of the ball. But you start talking about ball on the ground or anything like that, But
Could be a
again,
little squirrely.
it's gonna get to be dark here shortly, and again, nice field, nice complex. You got the high school with some fields here too. I've been to the softball field, which is close by, and a couple other ball fields around. Saw a big tailgate group out here earlier from
Did ya?
Spash parents. So
I love it. Love it. It's fun road tripping out with my cameraman Jeff Muncher, and then Ken Stiltsdown was with
Yeah,
us
he
on
took the
the
ride
ride.
with
And what a great conversation. Fun to hear about all sorts of things, one of which being he drives lawnmowers real fast around a track.
he does, yeah. He's got a race tomorrow. He was telling me. I caught up with him right before
Absolutely
I came
crazy.
up here. So
Yeah, always fun to hear about guys and their hobbies. I've never heard of that as a hobby before. So Ken, hats off to you.
Souped
That's
up lawnmowers,
super cool.
so. Looks like we're going to see the Spash offense here to start. Jack Strong ready to kick off.
The big boot on down. They'll field that at just inside the 5. Gets a little bit of a step there and up the field. He's got a seam. Brings it out to about the 34-yard line. Gets drugged down by Hudson. Nice little stutter step back just inside the 5 there. Got some speed. Saw the lane. And
Kind of had the ability, the opportunity to get ahead of steam going there. Looked like they created a pretty good wall at the first level and then able to turn the Jets on. So look for, again, a lot of short passes from this offense. Also, they're going to hammer the ball with number 34 out there. Mentioned him before, Braden Samola.
Okay.
Hudson defense, we'll be talking about them tonight. On the ends, you've got out on the ends there, you've got Dickman. of
Smola
course.
with it. Yep, right out of the gates. Ramos for about 2 or 3 there.
Aiden Tempering and also Sam Dickman. We talked about them last week. They're going to be very active moving around that defensive line. You'll see them at the outside linebacker position, also playing on the defensive end side.
Love old AT out there. He's just all over the place. I ran into him before Coach's Corner yesterday, and he's raring to go. He's got that look in his eyes. Fakes the throw, flag thrown on the field.
Flag down, got a good seam there just off tackle, but I think that's going to come back with a hold.
So 34 Smola with the run out to that right side. Again, just over the first down marker, but again, I think a hold coming up here. Is that the call?
Yeah, and again on tape, like I said, he's a hard runner. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
They're going to give him the ball quite a bit. Watch for again probably some motion with those receivers. They run a lot of 3 wide there, typically to one side.
So bump that one back. Looks like 10 on this one. So just inside the 30-yard line, the ref will tuck that hanky back into the pocket here. We'll regroup. Second down again coming up. Looks like second 15 here.
One of the things that impressed me last week about this Hudson defense, they're very stout in the front seven. So by that, Ken, what I mean is their defensive line and then also their linebackers. Thought the corners did a really nice job. 3 interceptions, of course, last week. There's that motion play, a little
Hand
counter.
off up the middle. Wow, Smola, he is crafty. Works his way right through the seam there. Looks like he's close to a first down. He'll get the first down.
Yeah, just kind of put his shoulder down at the end. Able to get a few more yards, get that first down. Nice hard run that time. You saw the motion and then just a little, just kind of a step back, almost a draw play there.
Again,
Straight ahead that time.
Doesn't get much on that one. Maybe two yards. Looked like he was almost tiptoeing through that 2 plays ago as he kind of made his way through traffic there. And then, like you said, lowered the boom at the end. Picked up 2 there, so second and 8 coming up for the Spash Panthers. Just at the 47-yard line. Check that 48-yard line. Quarterback out back in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. First pass of the game.
Nice
Ooh,
stick
big
that time. Good job by LeBlanc to come up and fill on that. And again, those are those short plays. I like what I'm seeing right now with Hudson's corners playing up because that's what I saw in film. A lot of that. But you got to be careful because all of a sudden they could do a quick hitch and go or do something where they could fly past that corner. They don't want to lose that guy behind. So.
10
Brings up 3rd and 6 here, it looks like.
So can't plug into the clock here. I'll let you guys know from a time perspective. We'll just announce that a whole bunch during the game. Just past the 10-minute mark in the first quarter here. Good shotgun formation. Handoff, Smola. Got an arm on him early. Nice tackle for a loss of looks like 2 there.
Yeah, that's, again, talked about that last week, having some bulk up there at that nose tackle position. That was number 90, Jacob Stoles. Had a good game last week, I thought. And they rotate a couple different guys in that spot. If they can do their job, tie up blockers, and still be able to make tackles, it allows the rest of the defensive line to really move in there.
4th down going for it here at midfield. Looks like a hard count, maybe trying to get him to jump. Yep. Then looks at the sideline. Nope, we're going to stay with it. Shotgun again. Snap.
There's that
quick pass over to the flat. Loses a handout.
Yep, good finish there by the
nice job
to come up and help finish that off.
Nice job.
Mentioned his name a lot last week. Number 31, Colton Schwartz, had a great game. 2 picks. They were actually really hard interceptions, too. Did a good job. Just kind of held him up for a second. Gave the safety an opportunity. Osijin to come up and put the wall on. Good stop by the defense that time.
Schwartz with a, kind of 1v1 there and a great job, like you said, making the play out there on that left side and a really good job filling and getting that tackle. So nice job by Hudson D to bend, not break.
Yeah, great field position right now. Again, we'll kind of see what the tempo looks like for Hudson tonight, but
quick handoff to the near side
got
here.
A good block from Roby out there on the corner and at the edge. Nice job that time out on the perimeter by the blockers.
Gets over the 50, gets to the 45.
We mentioned Lyndon Coleman quite a bit last week, number 21. He had a nice block that time along with Justin Roby.
Look at the pace. Up tempo again. Fakes the throw. Quick, nice. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Just kind of hit him in the hands, dropped it as he was starting to run, I think, before he had it. It was Aiden Jamison, I believe.
Yep, just a quick little pump fake that time. Opened up things for Jamison, couldn't hang on to it.
So it brings up a quick 3rd down here as the Hudson offense continues to play that up-tempo game. Schultz rolls out to the right. Quick
nice
pass. There you go. Wide open. Good pass. Good reception. First down.
Yep.
Hudtown.
Jaeger that time, number 22.
The double deuce, as Grandma likes to say.
Yeah. And again, we saw a lot of the passing game last week was targeted towards those running backs. That's what you're going to see here. That's where you've got some good athletes there coming out of the backfield, whether it's short routes or even longer wheel routes we saw last week that were successful.
Flag thrown. Motion here early on, maybe. We'll see what the call is. Dead ball false start. That'll be 5 on the offense. They'll back him up to make it a 1st and 15 now. Ball will be spotted right at the 40. That's duty section for the Panthers with a "you can't do that." Love it. This duty section looks to be in Jersey night tonight. Handoff up the middle. picked up a couple, kind of dragged the pile, maybe picked up 3 or 4 on some tough running up the middle or
Justin
up the gut.
Roby, yeah. And what I've seen from him this year, he's running harder than he did last year. He's always had speed, but it's about finishing those runs, especially on those inside runs where you're going to hit some traffic. But
yeah, goes back for a pass. Looking
it up
deep.
there.
My goodness, ooh, just wings that one about 6 feet in front of the receiver there, and
yep, looking for Coleman. Aired that one up just a little bit long. Like to see Hudson trying that, though. I mean, let's
take a
try
deep
to
shot.
try
Why
to see
not?
what we've got in that passing game. Didn't see much of that last week.
Yeah. So 3rd and 12 coming up for the Hudson Raiders here. Schultze back in the shotgun. Rolls out to his left. Looks upfield. Wobbler. Oh,
had it in his hands there.
In and out. Good defensive play as he knocked that right out of his hands as he literally caught it, knocked it, boom, bing. 4th down coming up.
That's a lot. We see that play a lot, I should say, from Hudson, where they'll roll out that quarterback, give that opportunity, kind of have everything flooded to that side. That time it was a little tight coverage. The ball was there, but just a little bit behind Jamison.
Well, 4th down and 12 for Hudson. Both these teams going for it on 4. Schultz tosses
Jamison
one.
that time going to be short though.
Yeah, caught it at the 28. Gang tackled there, so they'll turn that over on downs. Be smash ball. So walk me through that. Is it just so tight? Is it just the field's so short you don't feel like you're going to be able to pin them where you want them? Or walk me through the coach's thoughts, or just in your opinion.
Well,
obviously,
if you have a punter that can get pretty good hang time, or maybe can corner kick it somewhere to pin the other team deep, you're probably going to punt in that situation. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, you're giving them decent field position. It's not great. They're inside their 30.
No.
So the risk reward is, if you don't get it, well, it's not terrible field position to give up. So
Smola over the 31-yard line with just a handful on that. And you said it. We're going to get a heavy dose of him tonight. It's
Yeah.
a name you memorize about first play.
yeah, and you can see he's kind of a nifty runner. He'll set up his blocks. He's patient. He's got a little bit of a burst and a little bit of bulk to finish the run. So he will be kind of the bell cow of that run game tonight.
I love it when you say bell cow. It's one of my favorite Sundin-isms. Shotgun, drops
that
back
short
to 1
pass.
foot. Yep, to the near side, has number 7. He'll be tackled and out of bounds. Number 7 is Konopaki.
Yes.
It's a fun name.
He had a really nice catch on tape last week, one-handed catch against Muskego.
Really? Love it. Hey, quick shout out
Mukwanago.
to Sports Scene 13, using our footage on a weekly basis now for their highlight reel for the Sports Scene 13 over in Eau Claire. Justice Cleveland and the crew. Quick
Yeah,
shout
he's
out to you
great.
guys. And JD Danielson works over there too. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yep.
Cool.
Old school, yeah.
3rd and short here.
Let's see what Hudson can do. Get a
Timeout.
out. All right, we're going to take a quick breather here. We'll be right back.
Hi, Billy Weber here, owner of Fit Real Estate Group, brokered by EXP. Today, the Hudson Raiders are going to illustrate for you the importance of planning.
So many of you have fought for every inch to get to where you are today. You deserve for your next chapter to be a victory. So please don't be stubborn like so many others that I've seen that hold on just too long. Knowing when to pass the ball off can make the difference of winning or losing. Now is your time to celebrate your life's hard work.
My team is here to help you. Whether you're looking to buy or sell today, it doesn't make a difference. So let's start writing your playbook today. Give us a call at 833-33-FIT-RE.
Azim loves his work teaching emergency medicine, and he loves his family even more. For Azim and his family, home is where fun becomes feelings and love is shared. The home loan experts at Midwest One Bank helped Azim and Faiza buy their home with a mortgage and local service. Azim values paying directly to a lender he knows and trusts. For a variety of home loan options, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One Bank. Equal housing lender.
Jonesy's Local Bar and Grill, close to the rink for all your pre- and post-game fun. Jonesy's features some great apps, the pretzel, onion rings, and don't forget, great wings, both bone-in and boneless. Boneless available in white and dark meat. And then my favorite, on Saturday and Sunday, it's the prime rib. Wow! Jonesy's also caters and hosts meat raffles to benefit local nonprofits. Thanks for being part of the team.
Don't be surprised here. I would fully expect Spash to try to draw the Raiders offside, maybe kind of get a read of this defense. But
Yeah.
again, see what they want to do. What Hudson showed on defense the last play to force the timeout was something that they weren't planning for. So it's a keeper. Shamana up the middle. It's a push. Ooh. He's going to be close.
Big pile. Looks like the mark on the far side looks pretty good.
I think he's probably right there. If nothing else, they're going to probably measure it, but he's a big kid, so you know all of a sudden you get behind that line, and Spash has some size up there, some bulk up front.
I'll tell you, that O-line is no joke for Hudson right now.
They're big boys too.
Every time I go to do a coach's corner, I'm like, wow, these guys are big. Betts and the rest of them on that line.
I'm not sure that spot.
Is that generous?
Well, they gave it to him. Yeah, it's funny. A friend of mine, and you know who he is on the chain gang for for Hudson from time to time. I actually know quite a few people that do that. They hardly ever call for measurements anymore. I don't get it.
Just eyeball it.
And sometimes it's pretty obvious, even from our vantage point. It's like, well, that's a yard short. Oh,
right.
No, they're going to give it to him. So close enough, right?
Shotgun. No, little pass over there. Hits him at the hash marks. Picks up about 8 on that first down pass. Again, picked up about 8 on that one. Bring up 2nd and 2, 2nd and 1. Nice little design play there. Hadn't he tricked out for a hot second.
Tackled that time by Brennan Nelson at the safety position. Keep an eye on this side right here. There
Smash
it is.
again. Faked it. Oh, goodness. We had a guy in the backfield.
Got out of that. But, boy, he looked that direction. I could see a receiver uncovered. And I think, honestly, I don't know if he tried to call an audible or he looked that direction, and it didn't really even look like a real pump fake. He just realized he had his back turned to him. But
right.
Good hard run, way to clean it up.
That ATE on the backside almost landing that hit?
Looked like it, yeah.
1st and 10 here at the 45. Spash, again, gonna keep that one again. How do you pronounce that name again?
Shamanan.
It's a mouthful. So 2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line here. Sun is getting right close to the tops of the trees here. Cannot wait until that dips just a little bit lower so it's not in our eyes anymore. 2nd and 6 here. Handoff. Smola.
Good burst. Good fill that time from the linebacker coming up. That was Stigler. Had a good game last week, number 5.
Picked up about 3 there. Oh boy, you see these walls here? These are felt. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but it's very 70s. Sorry, I digress. 3rd down and about 4 to go here. Spash just inside the 40. Shamana back.
Bauer in at nose tackle right now for Hudson, number 94. Goes
Shamana
back to pass.
drops.
Pressure from.
Oh, there we go. Wrap him up. Hudtown. Boom, bada bing. Bringing him back to the original line of scrimmage here as one guy hit him and then said, hey, come on, let's hit this guy.
Yeah, that was Dickman that got there first, kind of got him out of the pocket, cleaning it up. It looked like that was Banazinski that maybe finished that off. So, again, we're probably in 4-down territory here for the Panthers.
Dickman coming out big early in this first quarter. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. 4:30 to go. Still no scores yet by either team. 4th and looks like 8. I was thinking it was going to be closer to 4th and 10, but we got a 4th and 8 coming up here.
Here they go.
Here goes the defense. Bend, don't break, boys, is what we like to say.
Got to keep an eye on this side. They're going to call another timeout.
Timeout. Spash. We'll be right back as we give ourselves a quick breather to catch our breath.
McCarty Construction, the top builder of decks and outdoor living spaces in western Wisconsin. McCarty also offers commercial and residential roofing with free roof inspections and quotes. And don't forget, McCarty has a lifetime guarantee on all workmanship. It's McCarty Construction. You can reach them at McCartyRoofing.com.
When you're buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always better. After all, Who is likely to care more about you? Someone at the end of a 1-800 number or your local professional insurance agent? If you need a quote or just have a question, please just drop in and see us or give us a call. SF Insurance Group is your local community insurance agency. Visit our many locations at St. Croix Falls, Osceola, Somerset, New Richmond, Hudson, Stillwater, Chisago City, and Forest Lake. Visit us online at sfinsurancegroup.com.
One of my favorites in town, it's the Willow River and Carbonis, located in Burkhart, Wisconsin. A great place to hang out with your friends pre or post game. Fantastic pizza, beauty burgers, and roasted chicken you'll rave about for weeks. Chris and his crew are here for you. Stop on by and say hi. It's that Willow River and Carbonis, just north of town. Welcome back to the Derrick Building Solutions booth. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin. Somebody calling on my cell phone. Can't take that right now. We'll put up our shout-out line here in a little bit, but a nice first quarter here. Both teams kind of trading midfield, and 4th and 8 right now for Spash. The Panthers shotgun formation. He'll roll out to the right side. Good pressure. Dumps one
right
over,
there.
Right at the hash mark.
Kind of
32.
sat right down.
Yep.
Konopaki again, it looks like was the receiver, but I was a little concerned about the defensive setup for Hudson that time. They had a couple guys up challenging those receivers, and then somebody deep, just a little crossing pattern. Had somebody open up underneath as well, but
first and 10.
Konopaki able to get behind the defenders and get a first down.
First and 10 from the 33. Smola with the carry again, kind of just works his way right up the gut, and a smooth 7 yards picked up by him. Number 34 for them, Smola.
ATE got the shoestring tackle that time. Otherwise, it might have been another big run for Smola here.
3:33 left to go in this opening frame. Spash will come up to the line here again. Ball marked at the just inside the 30. Looks like the 26, 27-yard line. Second down and 6.
Pretty good drive here by Spash.
Yeah.
Just not getting huge chunk plays, but consistent. Another good
Smola.
run.
Ooh.
Follows his blockers. Tripped actually by his own receiver.
I was going to say, like the receiver came sliding in and hit him right in the feet. Close to a first down, if not a first down. Looks like they'll bring the stick
What are you seeing, Shane?
just right up to the first down area, but they'll call it a third. Are you going to bring the chains out?
Looks like so. Like they're going to do it.
Oh my gosh!
Maybe
This
they
is,
heard us talking.
you were just saying a second ago that they don't do that anymore. They never bring the chains
They're
out.
consulting about.
Do we want to
Here they
bring the
come. Here
chains
they come.
out? Oh, we're going to bring the chains out. Old school. It's a flashback here. I gotta love it. Gotta love it. So they'll bring the chains out here. Again, 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Sharing the booth with another broadcast group. And just who can talk the loudest up here, I think, right now.
That's a first down.
First down is the call. So Spash, again, with another first down as they continue this drive. This ball is spotted at the 23-yard line.
Big crowd here.
It really is.
Home crowd is packed on our side. Saw quite a few people rolling in as I was coming up, so it's filled up, and decent crowd from Hudson as well. You can see them behind the Raider bench.
We even got the concession stand open now. We might be able to get some water at the half.
I think we can have them send us Instacart water.
Shipped.
Yeah.
Another handoff. Smola.
Big
Look at
hole
him.
that
Wow,
time.
nice room. He scrambles all the way down to the 2-yard line. Wow, nice seam. And he just kind of gets into that pace, gets a little low, and just, scampers.
Good speed. He
Nice
had a great
run.
hole. I mean, just a big hole to run through. Got to the second level, turned on the Jets. They're down to the 2.
Now they're knocking on the door for the first score. Good reaction that time by Hudson.
Dickman that time with the tackle.
Nice tackle by Hudson. See if the old defense can bend not break as they are down to the 2-yard line here in the red zone for Hudtown. 2:15 to go here in this first quarter.
Spash taking their time, getting the play in.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a good drive for them. About 60 70 yards,
Yeah.
right around.
Just inside the 2-minute mark here. Got a man in motion.
There he
Handoff
is.
Smola. Yep, he walks on in that time. It'll be a touchdown for the Spash Panthers.
Yeah, just, again, smash mouth football there, mostly on that drive. You saw Shamana with a few keepers, but it was mostly Smola. And, again, what he's been showing me is that not only can he run hard when he hits contact or when he gets to contact, but also just great vision, being able to kind of cut, follow his blocks. He's a small enough runner behind that line where it's also difficult for the second-level guys to be able to see him coming through. But nice drive that time by the Panthers, and they're up.
Too many touchdowns there. Okay, extra point is good. There we go. Now we got the score right. Again, thanks for tuning in to Raider Streaming and the River Channel. It's Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin, brought to you by the Derrick Building Solutions. Appreciate you being a diamond sponsor and sponsoring the booth this year. Well, some big plays out there by Spash. A fourth down conversion that helped things keep going. It's 4th and 8 there, kind of at midfield, and a nice finish. Smola, a big part of that story. You mentioned him early, and he certainly is a big player out there.
Yeah, and again, there's really not a lot of mystery to that offense. You're not going to see a lot of balls thrown down the field. It's going to be short passes, running game. You can mix up a little bit with your quarterback draws and a few other things. He's a hard runner. But let's see what we can do here on offense for Hudson. I thought that first drive, again, couple of nice plays, kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit, went for it on 4th down, did not get it. But, again, you asked me about that earlier. Is that the right thing to do? It's worth trying early in the game, right? You're still trying to feel out the defense a little bit, the opponents.
Well, time on the clock right now, 1:49 left to go in this opening first quarter. Panthers will be kicking this left to right on your screen here. Jaeger, the double deuce, set back to receive.
See if Hudson can get a good return on this.
Squibber out to that far side. And, oh, goodness. Well, I don't know if it was heading out or not, or maybe
it kind of took a little back bounce and hung there. And I think Jaeger got nervous that that's a live ball. So if all of a sudden you don't pick it up, all of a sudden you are sitting there possibly giving them great field position inside the 10-yard line. So
that's right. Yeah, that's a problem real quick. If you don't jump on that one, that's going to be a problem, and they get a hold of it. So Hudson with some tough starting position here in 10-yard line, but see if we can't get something going here. Bit of a high snap, pitch back to an inside.
Nice block on the corner. Roby got there.
Gets around the corner. Picked up about 4 as he's drug out of bounds just about the 14.
That first drive from Hudson, we saw several pass attempts, a couple of deep shots. I think we get back to what we're good at or what we know worked last week. That's the running game. Again, decent design on that last play. Just good play by the defense.
Ooh, pitch out to the right side this
Jameson
time. Got some blockers.
Speed.
There we go. Jameson, nice run. Over the 20, out to the 23-yard line. A little burst of speed as he saw those blockers developing on that far side.
Really good burst. In fact, there was a defender in the backfield that time, a missed block, and he could have been thrown for a loss, but he's able to pick up the first down.
Like it. Hudson gets out of the hole here, out to the 25-ish.
Get a block.
Handoff, tries to go to the outside. Shook off one tackler, but unable to get anything going there as he kind of lost his footing. So,
yeah, again, as a blocker, especially if you're a lead blocker, you got to get a helmet on somebody. You can't just go out there and wait for the play to come to you. You're the lead blocker on that. So it's important for those guys to get out there and make sure they get a body on somebody.
Hudson with the tempo offense here and had a couple in motion there.
Yep.
We'll get a timeout. So we'll break for a hot second here. Actually, we'll go to a quick audio commercial from Ross Orthodontics. Beautiful, healthy, confident smiles start at Ross Orthodontics. Board-certified orthodontist Dr. Gregory Ross and his team of smile experts can give you the smile you deserve for a lifetime. Take advantage of flexible $0 down to start treatment, and 0 interest financing. Plus, they work with all insurances. Schedule your free consultation to experience the care and culture that makes Ross Orthodontics a leader in braces and Invisalign clear aligner treatment. Call or visit rossorthodontics.com today. I am an Invisalign guy myself.
Are you?
I used that back in the day, and I will tell you, Invisalign is
My son had that as well. So,
really cool.
yeah.
And if you're not familiar with Invisalign, it's basically like a night guard that you'd wear. It's clear and ooh.
Quick shot across the middle that time. Looked like he had a window, but
It was closing quick, though.
That's a tough one. Yeah, all of a sudden, that's a bang play. And
Yeah, big fan of the Invisalign. Rice Lake up on Superior, 6-0, apparently. Here we go. 3rd and 10.
Ooh, screen pass.
Oh,
ball
tipped. Oh, goodness.
Oof.
That is a scary, scary play when a defender gets a hand on that one and that ball goes right up in the air like that.
Yeah, they got in there right away. I mean, that was obviously by design, but you're right. Getting that tip play, you could see one of the second level, I think it was a backer trying to go after that ball, but one of the Hudson offensive linemen had already engaged him in a block.
Yeah. All right, you got this for a hot second here. I got to do something.
Takes a Hudson bounce. Rolls down to about the 36.5-yard line. Your punter that time, mentioned him a few times last week, number 21, Lyndon Coleman.
All righty, so the Spash Panthers will set up here at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10. All right. Perfect.
21 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Little handoff up the middle. Guess
Smola
who?
again.
Smola.
Mentioned earlier, you're going to see some guys in motion. That, again, with the focus being on Smola, you're going to eventually probably see a jet sweep or some sort of a handoff to that man in motion.
Yeah.
I'm sure the coaches are kind of keeping an eye on things, but right now, again, it's been all Smola in the first quarter here for Spash.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Barker's Bar and Grill has been a downtown Hudson favorite since 1988. Charbroiled burgers, hand-cut fries, and of course, our world-famous chicken wings, salads, and more, all served with hometown hospitality. Stop by for lunch, dinner, or exceptional drink selections today.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Derrick Building Solutions is your Butler builder in New Richmond, serving western Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota. Butler's pre-engineered building system is easily customized for retail, warehousing, manufacturing, office, and more. Maybe you simply need an addition or roof replacement. Learn more about the industry-leading options available to you when you work with the experienced and trusted team of Derrick Building Solutions and Butler Manufacturing. Visit our website to see our project portfolio and schedule your no-cost consultation.
Welcome back again to the Spash Field, Gorky Field. Again, Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin. Again, thanks to the Derrick Building Solutions for sponsoring our booth all year long. All right, good. Second down coming up here.
Great vantage point for us right here. Just kind of see things. Watch for that screen again.
Yep.
Has to come back for it.
Nice
play.
tackle.
The jackhammer that time gets up there, makes the play again. He had that pick six last week. Back for a touchdown and
boy, he
came
sniffed
up and
that out,
stuffed.
huh?
Yeah,
great play.
And you could see that back pedal by Chaminade. It went a little deeper than he wanted. Made the receiver have to come back for the ball, and Jack able to just come up and squeeze that play.
He had a very good game last week, and another good play by Mr. LeBlanc.
So 3rd and 10 here. Spash, 2 receivers at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. Smola, the lone running back.
Third down here, pitches that
Short
over
one
the
again.
far side. Got
Nobody
some
really
room.
there, but they've got time to squeeze on it.
Wrapped him
able
up
to
there.
stop him.
Nice job. So that was the third down play there. Looks like they're going to...
Number 47, Sam LeBlanc. So Jack's twin brother actually in at linebacker on that play. Able to get out, kind of slow down the receiver, make that tackle.
So
see what Spash wants to do here. Looks like they're going to punt.
Yep, looks like it. So inside the 45-yard. It's at the 44 right now. Fourth down here. They'll bring in the punting unit. Sun heading behind the trees, and I can already feel a 10-degree drop in this booth. Angles it to the near side here. Big kick.
Yeager back.
Yeager, nice job.
Oh, good, nice tackle
Wow.
that time.
Got him by the shoestrings there. So he just kind of dove in there. A great play by the Spash Panthers on that tackle.
Kyle Medina, number 17. Nice job covering that. Looked like for a second there, Yeager might have a little bit of a daylight to that left side.
Yep. Well, Hudson offense back on the field here, 10-23. Need to change the quarter here on my little goofy thing here. Bloop. There we
Ross
go.
Yeager with a little pitch play.
Yep.
Picks up about 4.
Nice job on that left side by him. Good hustle. All right, we'll give him 5 on that one. So 2nd and 5. Good second effort, third effort by him on that far side. Lights pop on here at the stadium.
Yeah, amazing. All of a sudden, it just kind of got not sunk in. Same play.
Yep, out to that
Coming
left
that
side.
direction.
Nice
He's got
block.
more
There
that
we go.
time.
There we go, Yeager. Nice hustle. Pick up about 10, maybe 12 on that one. Just tiptoeing down the line on that far left side.
Yep,
I like
21
it.
again. Landon Coleman down there. You could see him at the stick, still engaged, still pushing. So love to see that. Love to see those perimeter guys get involved. They want to catch footballs, but when their opportunities called to block, they can do it. There's Roby
Wow,
with a burst.
Roby with a
Nice
burst
cut
through the
back.
middle. Roby over the 40. Make it, oh my goodness, down and, out of bounds at the 40. That burst, are you kidding me? Like out of a shotgun over there on the far side.
Yeah, we've known that speed is there, but what's different this year, I think, a little bit is that jump cut that he did that play is just the vision to be able to kind of get to a different level and seam.
Pitch to Yeager, trying to go that left side again. Picked up about 3. Roby, oh, he's fun to watch, huh?
Got some speed, yeah.
An email coming in. This is from
That is that's awesome.
Jason, and Jason was asking why there was games last night, being that it's not Labor Day weekend. And
All righty, so 2nd and 8 coming up right now.
one of the reasons, I'll get to that after this play.
We've got
Plenty of time.
pitches
There's
this
that one up. Oh, boy, nobody there.
Oh, my goodness, nobody home. Trying to get it over to, I think, Yeager over here, but triple coverage on the near side as Yeager not near that one. As that one got tossed over here.
Yeah,
So,
and number 23 was out there. Kean Scott just kind of wide open. And again, would he be that wide open? It looked like Schultz had kind of looked the direction to throw where he went, but had plenty of time. Good job by that offensive line to kind of keep those guys, keep that wall there.
trying to get that one
Roby
up the middle.
again.
Roby gets stuffed after he picked up maybe 1 there, so I'll bring up a 4th down. We'll see what Hudson wants to do with this 4th down. Early on, they were going, both teams kind of going for it in this midfield area, but
Yeah, this is a tough call. I mean, right here, you're already down 7-0. Your defense was on the field quite a bit that last drive.
they were. This would be a big
And
4th
this is
down.
certainly better field position than before. Oh,
Got
he
him.
got him.
Oh, my goodness, what a hit in the middle.
Yeah, and I'm okay with the tackle. It's the after the tackle right there.
Yep.
That I'm not so sure that a penalty shouldn't have been tossed there. So ball was right on, and it was a bang-bang play.
The taunting over the top. Yep, I got you.
Well, nonetheless, I mean, it was there. They had the opportunity, just couldn't bring that down.
All righty. Well, that'll be a turnover on downs here. So first down for the Spash Panthers. Shotgun for Shanahan. A little pitch here.
He's got some room.
Oh, he does. He's got room and blockers. Turns the corner, runs into his own guy. I tell you, if he makes a step around his own guy there, he had even more room to go.
Yep, that's Medina, the kid I mentioned before that was on the punt coverage.
Yeah.
We talk about how things kind of set other things up. So you've got Smola, then you run some motion stuff, and there it was. They ran that little pitch off the motion, and you could see from our spot, the end wasn't able to contain that, and they were able to pick up about 20 yards.
Right. Jeff, can you lighten up the camera? I'll change.
Quick pass, tip. Oh,
ooh, boy.
Just flattened out a little bit. Colton was there, number 31. Looked like he might have thought another pick for me.
Yes, indeed. So 2nd and 10 here. It's an opportunity just missed by Hudtown. Let's see if we can get another chance at that. I like that D. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You're going to see a little Smola here again, just to kind of soften the defense.
Think so?
I could be wrong.
There's a steady diet of Smola tonight, no doubt about that. There he goes. Yep, runs into his own guy, tries to get around 1 or 2, gets a yard or 2 as he flipped out to that right side.
3rd and a little more manageable. I mean, that's why you run that play.
Mm-hmm.
But Hudson, again, pretty good job stretching that out, stringing that out. So we're sitting here 3rd and 8. Chaminade takes the snap, rolls out to his left.
Yep.
Throws across his body. Oh, wow. He's got somebody.
Wow, what a tough throw.
Konopaki that time. Again, just out in the flats. Got out there about 7 yards. All they needed was a little run.
Have to stand
get another
up,
first down.
Look around the corner here. Got a quick shout out for the junior cheer team in a hot second here. I'm going to go to it right now.
That was an interesting play because the guard that time, or the tackle, stood up and walked the other direction. Hudson stood up and pointed. Kind of an easy play, but it was a delayed call.
Quick shout out to the junior cheer camp going on in a couple weeks here. Register your child to participate in the fall junior cheer camp at Hudson High School with their Hudson High School cheer and stunt team. Junior cheerleaders will learn the basics of cheerleading and what it takes to be a sideline cheerleader. They will also learn jumps, tumbling, stunting, along with a short routine. Junior cheerleaders will be welcome to join the cheers team at a game on October 6th to cheer on the track. Camp is open to K through 12.
Quarterback keeper that time, Chaminade, picks up about 5.
Camp's open to kids K through 5.
Check that 4.
You can sign up online on the Hudson website, the Hudson High School website. $50 for registration. Again, the date is October 6th at the varsity football game. Thank you, Cheer and Stunt, for that quick plug for the junior cheer camp. Back to football.
7:09 here in the quarter.
2nd and 11 or 12 here for Spash.
Roll out right from Chaminade. He's got somebody right before the 6.
Intercepted by Hudson.
Hudtown
with
LeBlanc
some room.
Again. He's got a little room.
Yep.
A little wiggle coming through there.
Nice job by LeBlanc with a huge interception here late in the second. 6:54 to go. Big play.
Big play, and
needed that
again,
right there.
You see a kid playing with confidence. Jack LeBlanc is that player. He got better as the year went on last year. This year, again, just good coverage. Chaminade threw it into some traffic a little bit behind the receiver, right into the hands of LeBlanc. The jackhammer delivers again. Let's see if the Hudson offense can put something together or get some points before the half.
Big play by the jackhammer. First down coming up for Hudtown. See Schultze back in the shotgun. Quick handoff.
That's Roby.
Nice. Wow. Fighting through some tackles there. Roby drags a man with him, picks up about 8.
He runs mean. So you see those arms swatting and those stiff arms?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just determination right there.
Love it. Just a tough running back there. 2nd and 2 coming up for Hudtown. I'll look over to the sidelines here. I'm going to grab my glasses so I can see what the heck's going on. There we go. Boom.
Option play. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Schultz is getting wrapped up. Oh, and drugged down.
I don't think they're going to call anything there.
Forward
progress, probably back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard, but that's a point right there where you got to make a decision. If you're going to keep, you got to keep and try to cut that up.
Yep. Well, it looks like a 3rd and 8 here. We'll see where they spot it. Yep. 3rd and 8. It's ball at the 36. Big play here. He'll roll out to his right.
Got
This is
somebody
Schultz.
right there.
Got a guy just behind him on the pass there. Had him at the 42, 43. Ooh. Catch that when you lean upfield and boom, you're pushing a first down marker there.
Jamison was just kind of running a drag route. He was wide for probably 5 yards. Pass was behind him. Brings up a 4th down.
So bring out the squad to punt this one. Ball spotted at the 35. Good
Better
snap.
hang time this time. But
much better. Caught at the 35. He'll wiggle around. Nice tackle there at the 40. He'll go down at the 42. Just got a hand on the shoe there, and good job for Hudson.
I want to give a shout out to our corporate sponsors here, the Hudson Havoc. They'll be opening up their...
Well, nice job by Hudson on that tackle there, not letting them get a whole bunch. Still ball spotted just about at midfield here at the 42. So Hudson.
Yeah, they did a nice job of shutting down that last Spash drive, but Spash certainly has been in control of the clock as far as how much their time of possession in this first half. They're going to try to grind it out here, I think. See if Hudson can get the ball back before the half.
5:34 left
There's
to go.
that pitch play again.
Yep.
Again.
Good block,
Nice,
cuts up field.
Excellent block that time on that edge. Got the defensive end kind of on his heels on skates, pushed him back about 6 yards.
So the Panthers will move that one about 6, bring up a 2nd and 4 here. And like you said, heavy dose of running here, some short passing here and there.
Well, they're executing on offense. I mean, that's just saw it on that play.
Shotman out with this one. Pitches it to
pass
the
out.
little wobbler,
nice
caught
job.
in the
Get up there.
backfield. Nice
beautiful
tackle.
Play.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, and I'll bring up a 3rd down. Great play.
Ethan Hines that time came up from the safety position, actually had a blocker, was being blocked, shed his block, was able to make that tackle for about a 5-yard loss. Excellent job.
Big play there. So again, 3rd and 10. The original line of scrimmage is where they'll mark that ball. Whew, I'm ready to go jump in like an ice bath. 3rd and 10 here. Shamanov back in the shotgun. 4:20 to go in the second quarter. He'll roll out to his right. Looks upfield. He's got one guy open. Tries one. Dumps it right on in. Quick tackle.
Going to be a little short, I think.
Yep.
A little short.
Picked up about 9 on that one, so about a yard shy at midfield.
LeBlanc, the other LeBlanc, as I mentioned, Sam makes that play. But Hudson's shuffled their defense a little bit here. I mentioned Ethan Hines before. Ethan is in playing corner. He's number 24. And they're doing that just to be able to cover these receivers. I was watching in that first quarter, a lot of times there was an empty receiver and a receiver without anybody on over the top of him.
Yeah.
Now you can see how they're more matched man-to-man here. Safety's over the top, so.
Big 4th down play here. Defense, let's see if we can't bend but not break. Ball just over the midfield at the 49. A hush falls over the crowd here as they just run down the clock, I believe. Yep. We'll get a timeout here. We'll break for a hot second. Sound all right?
Yep.
Hot second.
Discover Spanish, Cuban, and Latin-influenced cuisine at Pedro's del Este. Explore our menu of tapas-style small plates and artfully crafted cocktails. Consider our newly expanded event space for all your private party needs. Spice up your brunch, dinner, or craft cocktail hour at Pedro's del Este.
Hi, my name is Katrina, and I have been a member at Royal Credit Union since 2000. My parents signed up through Royal in 1995, and that's who started my account. And then as I was growing up and going through the different accounts through Royal, I just had such great service. The team members have always been really helpful and respectful. I feel confident in where I'm getting my service and being able to go there and ask them a question and know that they're going to give me the answer that's going to be best for myself and not necessarily for them as a whole.
Experience life on island time at San Pedro Cafe. Savor our creative Caribbean flavors, from Pedro's fresh seafood selections and slow-smoked meats and vegetables to wood-fired pizzas, tropical drinks, and more. Join us for a great meal or savory cocktails and enjoy life on island time at San Pedro Cafe.
All right,
we're back.
Yep.
Keep an eye on that hard count. Also, Hudson defense just needs a big push. Chaminade takes it himself, picks up an easy first down, gets about 4 yards.
Good push
Right,
on that
right
side.
call, right play that time. You got a big quarterback, long quarterback. Just tell him, lean forward. We need a yard.
Email in from Rick, and Rick asked very simply, "Where is Lassard? When will he be back?" And we'll see if we can follow up.
All righty.
Referring to Tyler Lassard.
All right.
First and 10
3:10 here left in the half.
Clock is ticking right now.
Spash, of course, going to take their time. Certainly in no hurry. They want to put points on the board, but they don't want to give the Raiders an opportunity to do the same.
Playing for the final possession of the half. Schmola with it now. Couple shakes and a bake, and he's off to the races here. My goodness. Down inside the 25, looks like about the 22, 23-yard line. Big run by Smola again.
Yeah, he had a nice hole on that left side and just followed that tackle, kicked out, and had some green, had some running room, picked up another first down.
Hand off to Smola again. He'll go up the gut. Oh, look at him just pulling a pile with him. Picks up about 7 on that play, 2nd and 3.
No hesitancy when he gets the football.
No.
You know, he might look like he's pausing a little bit, but what he's doing is reading his blocks. He's trying to accelerate at the right time to get through the hole.
But if Hudson could even hold him to a field goal attempt here, we're probably going to be under 2 minutes by the time they snap this.
Again, taking their time, getting the play in. No timeouts left for Spash, sitting here at about the 2-minute mark.
So
ball on the ground.
Oh, ball down.
Hudson pursues,
nice
able
job.
to get in the backfield. Just kind of took his eyes off for just a second, and snap was a little low. Fortunate bounce there for the Raiders.
Yes, it is. So 3rd and 15 it looks like now, and that'll push him back a fair amount there. Hudson, nice job to get on that one quickly. Those
we talked a little bit before about points at the half. They could certainly try a field goal, but this is getting deep for any high school kicker. I did not see them warming up much as far as kicking in the pregame, so see what they want to do here. If they're going to try to stretch the field, they're going to go back to pass.
Oh,
Good pressure.
goodness, right
That
in his
one's
face.
tipped.
Oh, my goodness. Nice job. Picked up, maybe lost one on the play. So 4th and 15 now. Lost one on the play there. Tipped. I thought we almost had a pick there.
Yeah, big number
Wow.
21, Ethan Ellinger. That was a little bubble screen they were trying to run to him, the tight end.
Time left, 43 seconds, and the clock is still ticking here. So no timeouts for the Spash crew. Hudson just going to let her roll.
Well, I think you're going to see stacked receivers on one side here. And
Okay.
it's going to be an aired out play. They're going to run short on time here if they don't get the ball snapped.
Gets it off, rolls out to the right, looks upfield. Number 7 with a jump ball, one-hander, out of bounds. Could not bring that one down, would have been out of bounds anyway.
Yeah.
So a turnover on downs here with 11 seconds to go for Hudson.
Well, that's a win for the Hudson defense.
It
certainly.
is,
And,
yep.
and it
is.
You take those breaks when you get them. That fumble set them back about 10 yards. But if I'm Hudson right now, I'm thinking let's take this to the locker room. Let's talk about mainly offensively. You know, what are we going to need to do here to kind of get some things, get some rhythm going?
Yeah.
The defensive side, obviously, you got to shut down Samoa. See if we can get a little bit more push up there. Yeager with the run here. That's going to end the clock here. I think we got. Nope, they're going to stop it for a mark quickly with 3 seconds left.
3 seconds to go. Well, we always like to get our halftime stats. Our coaches are nowhere near us tonight.
They're over here.
They
Well,
are.
maybe they're on top.
Well, maybe we can get some stats from them.
See if I can find Coach Grossenbacher.
Awesome. Halftime show will be
Clock's running. That's going to be your half right there.
Halftime show brought to you by Midwest One Bank. Again, thanks for tuning in to the broadcast tonight. 7-0 after a first half. Hudson will get the ball as we come back onto the field in just a bit here. Thanks again for sticking around. We'll be back in just 2. One of my favorites in town. Yep, it's the Willow River and Carbonis located in Burkhart, Wisconsin. A great place to hang out with your friends pre or post game. Fantastic pizza. Beauty burgers. And roasted chicken you'll rave about for weeks. Chris and his crew are here for you. Stop on by and say hi. It's that Willow River and Carbonis just north of town.
When you're buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always better. After all, who is likely to care more about you? Someone at the end of a 1-800 number or your local professional insurance agent? If you need a quote or just have a question, please just drop in and see us or give us a call. SF Insurance Group is your local community insurance agency. Visit our many locations at St. Croix Falls, Osceola, Somerset, New Richmond, Hudson, Stillwater, Chisago City, and Forest Lake. Visit us online at sfinsurancegroup.com.
McCarty Construction, the top builder of decks and outdoor living spaces in western Wisconsin. McCarty also offers commercial and residential roofing with free roof inspections and quotes. And don't forget, McCarty has a lifetime guarantee on all workmanship. It's McCarty Construction. You can reach them at mccartyroofing.com.
At Smiles in Motion, our board-certified pediatric dentists and team make it fun to go to the dentist. We realize it's a privilege to care for your child. We address dental care and education in a professional and gentle manner to ease our young patients. We are prepared to care for a child's specific oral health needs throughout all ages, beginning at age 1. From infants to teenagers, patients always look forward to their next trip to the dentist. Smiles in Motion, where lasting smiles begin.
Loser buys lunch. You got it. Does this guy know I'm a D1 nose tackle? Assuming I'm an old man will be his first mistake. Am I gonna lose my hair like that? Is that what happens? I used to have hair like that. Honest, I did. I'm getting hungry. Time to end this. Does this go in trash or recycling? Go Raiders.
Jonesy's local bar and grill, close to the rink for all your pre- and post-game fun. Jonesy's features some great apps, the pretzel, onion rings, and don't forget, great wings, both bone-in and boneless. Boneless available in white and dark meat. And then my favorite, on Saturday and Sunday, it's the prime rib. Wow! Jonesy's also caters and hosts meat raffles to benefit local nonprofits. Thanks for being part of the team.
Azim loves his work teaching emergency medicine, and he loves his family even more. For Azim and his family, home is where fun becomes feelings and love is shared. The home loan experts at Midwest One Bank helped Azim and Faiza buy their home with a mortgage and local service. Azim values paying directly to a lender he knows and trusts. For a variety of home loan options, choose Simply Better Banking from Midwest One Bank. Equal housing lender.
Derrick Building Solutions is your Butler builder in New Richmond, serving western Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota. Butler's pre-engineered building system is easily customized for retail, warehousing, manufacturing, office, and more. Maybe you simply need an addition or roof replacement. Learn more about the industry-leading options available to you when you work with the experienced and trusted team of Derrick Building Solutions and Butler Manufacturing. Visit our website to see our project portfolio and schedule your no-cost consultation.
Hi, my name is Katrina, and I have been a member at Royal Credit Union since 2000. My parents signed up through Royal in 1995, and that's who started my account. And then as I was growing up and going through the different accounts through Royal, I just had such great service. The team members have always been really helpful and respectful. I feel confident in where I'm getting my service and being able to go there and ask them a question and know that they're going to give me the answer that's going to be best for myself and not necessarily for them as a whole.
Hi, Billy Weber here, owner of Fit Real Estate Group, brokered by eXp. Today, the Hudson Raiders are going to illustrate for you the importance of planning.
So many of you have fought for every inch to get to where you are today. You deserve for your next chapter to be a victory. So please don't be stubborn like so many others that I've seen that hold on just too long. Knowing when to pass the ball off can make the difference of winning or losing. Now is your time to celebrate your life's hard work.
My team is here to help you. Whether you're looking to buy or sell today, it doesn't make a difference. So let's start writing your playbook today. Give us a call at 833-33-FIT-RE.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hey, welcome back to the Derek Building Solutions booth here at the Spash Field or Gorky Field. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin on the call tonight. I'm going to throw one more shout out in for the Junior Cheer Camp that's coming up on October 6th at halftime during the varsity game. If you have a young lady who's interested in cheerleading and would like to learn the basics of cheerleading, what it takes to be on the sideline and a competitive cheerleader, they're going to have a camp that's open grades K through 5. This camp is a fundraiser for the Hudson High School cheer and stunt team. The instructor will be the head coach, Lori Van Allen. Registration is $50. That includes a hair bow, bingo, set of pom-poms for you to keep.
Nice.
This is getting better by the second. Just to ensure that we have pom-poms for everybody, please register no later than September 10th. Again, you can find all the info online, and let me just pull up that. It's on the, if you go to Hudson High School's site and look up the cheer and stunt page, if you will, you'll find a link on there to sign up. All right, got a bunch of shout-outs coming in hot here. Let's see here. Holy smokes. All right. Let's see here. Shout out to Great Grandma. All right, Justin Roby's parents want to hear the next verse of Ken's song. See, I told you that thing was going to be a big hit.
What about
Maya Roby? Come on.
We'll go with it. I was thinking more like,
Roby.
how about Don't Nobody Got to Mr. Roboti.
My Roby.
Okay.
We got some stuff coming. Also to shout out to his great-grandma, Donna Coulter, his grandparents, Deb and Stan and Steve, and the rest of the family tuning in from Hudson and the metro area. Love watching your son play ball. I love making up some terrible songs about him, too. Thank you so much. Grandma Strong. Oh, look out. Grandma Strong.
She's got the jersey cooking.
Strong has got the
Strong,
jersey.
Jack, number 86.
And then on the front of her shirt, it says number 86, calls me Grandma.
Beautiful.
That is awesome.
Love that.
Grandma Strong is in the bleachers here at Stevens Point.
Oh, cool.
Shout out. Go Raiders. I'm supposed to tell you that Double Deuce's grandma is here too. Just met her. G-Ma Strong. They're getting the posse together.
They are.
The brigade? Grandma Brigade's
Grandma
getting together.
Brigade.
This is getting good. Hold on here. Coach Reeder watching from Phoenix, Arizona. Am I saying that right, Reeder?
Yep.
Coach, thanks for tuning in from AZ. Hopefully you're staying cool in the pool watching the game or something like that. Bleacher Creatures couldn't make the hike out. Definitely made the stream. Let's go Raiders. Let's go Bleacher Creatures. We love you guys. I'm going to get you on the broadcast real soon. We're setting up an interview in the next couple weeks. Go Aiden. Highland Circle is cheering for you. If you don't know Aiden, that's ATE, Aiden Temperine. Shout out to Ryland Schultz and the Hudson Raiders from Ryland's uncle Nick in Minnesota. Go Raiders.
Last report, Abenominy up on DeForest 7-0.
Hey Ken, it's Nate Cromie. Now an alumni, but still rooting dem Raiders. Hope we can pick it up in the second. Go Raiders. That's awesome. How great is that? Alumni tuning in here. Had a call coming in. Raider fans say go Hunter. Number 7 from Along Lake.
Nice.
Got another number 7. Schwartz all the way from Bergen, Norway. Oh my gosh. This is a new record for us. I don't know if actually I think we've had it Australia, but Norway, that's
awesome.
Full tilt. He says it's 2:56 a.m. Wouldn't miss the game with my nephew. Go Hunter, go. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Are you kidding me? That is unbelievable. I don't know if we're going to get through all of our shout-outs here. We're racking them up right now. I'll get a couple more in, then we'll go to kind of a half summary. Go Raiders.
You got some time yet.
Go Jakey, number 58 from Auntie. Call at the cabin in Battle Lake, Minnesota. Loving it. Hi there. What's been your favorite call being the booth all time? Who are some of the players we should keep an eye on from a former Raider?
Well,
that's a couple questions there. Let's table that for a hot second. Think about that one.
Well, we can talk about it in the second half. You'll catch on to who the names are.
I like it. Take back the half. Let's turn this around. Right. Hudson, Dave, and Holly Hermanson. Thank you guys for tuning in. Scoob here, big Raiders supporter. Let's go, Scoob. Hey, Scooby. Jilly tuning in out there. Hey, guys, glad to be listening again this year. Jilly, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Jilly, for pinch hitting last year, too. I think I was in Eau Claire, and my partner was working or something. Happy 16th anniversary to Bob and Liz Larson.
Happy anniversary.
Come on, you guys. Get a good kiss in here. Here we go. Go Raiders. Half the viewers are
Oh, the Deschamps family.
Deschamps.
Shout out.
Shout out to the Deschamps. Sorry, I looked at that name and I'm like, I can't pronounce that. Go number 34. I love that. A ton of them are tuning in. That's awesome. All right, we got one more here and then we're going to cut. Shout out to Caleb Coffee, streaming from the Twin Cities. Girlfriend is streaming from the Twin Cities. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. That's awesome. Oh, this is somebody that got pulled over for watching a game in the past.
Uh-oh.
What the heck? All right. Do not watch and drive.
Right. Yeah. We
just
can't
watch.
Be responsible for
that's
that.
right. Just tune in later.
Ken gets a little sweaty, but and it's exciting. It's really top entertainment to listen to, but don't go off into the ditch.
Well, thank goodness we don't have a camera in the booth tonight. You'd see a sweaty fat guy who likes sushi.
Two of them.
Right? My goodness. Whew. I mean that in the best way. I like both. I like sushi. Don't like sweating.
All right. Well, we're getting ready to start the second half here. Let's just recap quickly that first half. Again, I thought we mentioned that Spash, the Panthers, really controlled the clock on offense. Had a couple nice drives. Hudson able to shut them down before the half. Keeping them out of getting any more points. For the Hudson offense, again, I thought there were times where the running game was really there. Roby, Yeager both ran hard. Like to see a little bit, maybe more of Ryland Schultz in the run game this half.
Yeah.
Let's kind of get our feet underneath us with this first drive, see if we can start to establish the run a little bit. I mean, we're right in this game. It's going to be a low-scoring game regardless. They're two good defenses, but Hudson so far, not much on offense. One drive that had a little bit of promise to it, just kind of stalled out about the 40-yard line. Both teams being very aggressive, going for it on fourth down, but not a lot of action down the field. Hudson tried a couple long passes, but again, that's maybe not their forte. We were early in the season. Let's kind of keep it simple. You've got a strong offensive line. You got a good running game. Get that established. Defensively, one of the things that I really noticed that I didn't see last week was our ends are crashing or getting beat. And I talk about containment. So a couple big plays that Spash had all had to do with the fact that they were able to get that edge and push our defender back. What you want that guy to do is get upfield, turn that back inside to where the defense is at. So let's see how that goes. You're going to see a lot of Samola. I think you're going to see a lot of the quarterback sneaks. They're going to try to eat clock. But so far, a good game. I think these are two, very well-matched football teams.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a fun first half here, and just kind of a bit of a juggernaut going back and forth. Both squads at midfield, and defense doing a good job on that last, like you said, that last drive by them, holding them and pushing them out of field goal range and keeping it a 7-point game where we definitely within reach for this this high-powered offense that we saw last week that kicked into gear that second half.
So Hudson, we saw it last year. We saw it last week. The turnover battle is huge. We've got a
That's right.
interception that again stopped that last drive for Spash. Love to see a couple more opportunities like that. We've seen some tip balls. So again, both teams are getting pressure on the quarterback, getting their hands on the ball. I think there's going to be some more opportunities for maybe some turnovers this half.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you for the water, and if you have more water, just let us know. Oh my gosh. You are the best. Thank you so much. We're dying up here in the booth. This is for you.
Wow, you're just pumping me full of fluids here, Ken.
Yeah.
If I start to...
This is how it rolls. This is how a partner works.
I appreciate
it
that.
Keeps you hydrated. I may go down, but you will keep the show going. Man down.
down.
Conan just hit his head on the laptop. He's down. Men down. Thanks again for Willow and Jonesy's for streaming us live over there. Hope you guys are enjoying things. Keep rooting for your Raiders here. Big second half coming. Let's get this thing going.
Let's get some cheers going in Hudson. Send them our way. We got to get things rolling here this second half.
Need some mojo coming our way. Again, we'll get the ball here to start this this half. 12 minutes go on to the board. Third quarter about to be underway here.
Ross Yeager deep for the Raiders, the double deuce.
Grandma Yeager in the house tonight, rooting him on.
That's going to be Roby.
Roby with it now.
One of the up men.
Roby,
it's a
nice
decent return up to about the 33-yard line.
Nice footwork on that far side. Little tomfoolery behind the scenes here with ATE and one of the Spash guys. Just them and the ref over there, and they're both like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, right.
They're like both falling down. I'm sure the ref's like, you guys just beat it. Get off the field.
Yep.
You're good. Let's go.
Pretty clean game
up.
so far. A couple penalties here and there, pre-snap penalties, but and a holding call. But mostly a clean half for both teams.
That's right. All righty, coming up here, a little shotgun handoff in the
Roby
inside.
up the middle.
Roby
there
with
it
some
is.
room. Nice job, Roby.
Good stick by the safety, but Roby again coming with momentum, delivered the blow.
Roby. Nice job. 8 yards on that one. 2nd and 2.
I'd like to see a little bit more of Mr. Roby this half, and I'm talking inside and outside. That's their speed there. He's going to get it again.
Bit of a high snap. Roby on the inside.
Nice. Good second effort.
Spin move. They tried to bust that ball out as he came through the pile. Did a great job of holding on to that one. First down, Hudson.
Yeah, got contact and actually kept his feet moving, turned his body. Looked like a spin move. He was just kind of trying to get over those tacklers and picks up about 3.
1st and 10. Big pitch off to that
nice
right
lead
side.
block that time. Nice. Jamison up the middle or up the side. Roby, again, the lead blocker on that. He's coming out with a little bit of P&V, as they say. Ready to play.
Something in vinegar. First down, Hudtown. Let's go, boys. Over the midfield mark out to the 40, 44.
I like it. So far, so good.
Shotgun.
Roby
Hand
again,
off.
the lead
Roby.
blocker. Oh, he took it.
Nice. Yeager
that
coming around
play.
this near side. Yeager gets stood up and brought down maybe a couple yards. Looks like 2 on the play here. Tough running for 2 yards, but we'll take it.
Roby a little shook up. That was a helmet-to-helmet hit.
Well, stick around. We're going to have our trivia coming up, sponsored by Willow River Carbonis up in Burkhart. We'll be playing for a pizza from
Wide
Willow.
open.
Yep,
The flat
got him
there.
over there.
There we
go.
go.
Nice catch.
Jamison
First down and
that
more.
time.
Nice job.
Yeah, that's been open all
32-ish.
night. Just kind of
Has it?
underneath, just a little curl out in the flat there. You can kind of see he's getting away from the linebackers, and it's been open out there.
Well, the sun's setting on that far side. Hudson making moves right now. Good tempo. Roby again.
Nothing doing that time.
Got popped early and not a lot going on, like you said. Picked up maybe 1 hard yard there, so 2nd and 9. Clock at 10:22 right now.
Good drive so far here for Hudson to start the half.
Really like the what we got going so far. Little pitch. Jamison caught by the ankle there, but wiggles his way forward. Picks up about 3 or 4. I think that's going to bring up about 3rd and 6-ish. 3rd and 5. So good hustle there by Jamison as he brought that over to the right side. I'm going to dip my head over to the other side of this wall here. Shotgun again by Schultz. Schultz fakes it, holds.
There you go.
There we go, right over the middle. Yeager with it now. Yeager to the end zone. Oh, just shy.
Split those defenders. The ball did pop out as he kind of hit the ground, but referee says he was down. Nice play, bang, bang play that time. Yeager gets upfield, split the defenders. Thought he might get in.
Hudson jumps right back into the line of scrimmage here. Gets things set up. Ryland Schultz, shotgun. Little pitch.
Got a block.
Jamison with it now. Jamison leans in.
He's close there.
Goodness, just a yard shy as he leaned on in. 2nd and short here.
Roby down on that play again. Lead blocking, and Spash is coming up and really engaging those blocks hard.
Yeah.
Not sure. Looks like the trainer is out to take a look. He's up.
Well, it's like we've said, these hot early season games.
Yeah, and you know, he's kind of walking a little bit like that, but the other thing is too, I mean, these guys are coming up, you forget about the hands, and so sometimes when those blocks come up and you're engaging on a block, sometimes the hands can get up on your neck or even under your face mask.
Sure, catch you.
Not sure if that's the case here or not, but short yardage here for Hudson. 2nd and goal at the 1. The fullback in, Owen McKinnon Hutera.
Schultz looks off to the right, drops back. Excuse me, a handoff up the middle.
Jamison.
Oh,
looks like he's close. He cut that one back up and fell forward.
Boy, they're getting stingy just short of the line there. Oh, my gosh. Wow, he's definitely inside the 1. They'll mark that one down at like the 1 inch, literally like the 1 inch yard.
McKinnon Hutera, you brought him in for a reason. If it's a lead block, that's great, but he's your biggest running back.
Yeah.
Hudson's going to call a timeout.
Timeout called here. We'll take a quick breather. We'll be right back.
At Smiles in Motion, our board-certified pediatric dentists and team make it fun to go to the dentist. We realize it's a privilege to care for your child. We address dental care and education in a professional and gentle manner to ease our young patients. We are prepared to care for a child's specific oral health needs throughout all ages, beginning at age 1. From infants to teenagers, patients always look forward to their next trip to the dentist. Smiles in Motion, where lasting smiles begin.
Loser buys lunch. You got it. Does this guy know I'm a D1 nose tackle? Assuming I'm an old man will be his first mistake. Am I gonna lose my hair like that? Is that what happens? I used to have hair like that. Honest, I did. I'm getting hungry. Time to end this. Does this go in trash or recycling? Go Raiders.
Right back at it here at the Derrick Building Solutions booth here in Corky Field. Ken Cohn and Aaron Sundin on your call. Jeff Munter up top. Hudson comes out of the timeout here, raring to go. 3rd and an inch or 2.
Keep an eye on McKinnon Hutera in the back there.
Well, they come across the line, and
I think they're going to call offsides there, Ken. At least that was that's what it looked like from the side official.
Which at this point is nothing, right?
Offsides.
They move it a 1/4 inch. Right? We'll scooch it forward a 1/4.
Yeah, so you asked the question, quarterback sneak here? Absolutely, certainly. I mean, if you and part of what Coach Cowles is going to teach his quarterbacks is read that defense. If you've got a defender right over the nose, right now he's in the pistol, so not likely going to happen. They're going to keep it though. He's
Schultz,
pushing forward.
push.
He's in.
Touchdown, Hudson. Let's go.
Just kind of got somebody wrapped around his feet, but kept tiptoeing in, fell forward, didn't have far to go. He's in there for the touchdown.
Schultz with a nice second effort there as he bingos that one on in. Good push by Hudson to get that one up and over the goal line there for a 6-point TD, and we'll see about that extra point, my friend.
I like it. Just like we saw last week, Hudson comes out from the half, has better execution. You can just kind of feel that they are a little bit more prepared in that second half with their drive. Talk about what's working, get it out to the players.
Yep.
Hard running, both from Roby, Yeager, again, Jameson. Couple nice short pass plays too, nothing complicated. You don't have to overcomplicate this. Use your the advantages you have, use your strengths, and that's the speed of these backs. They're getting open on those flats, they're getting open on those short passes, but then that's just like a running play.
Yeah.
But you got to mix it up, mix and match a little bit. Then as the defense adjusts to that, other things can open up.
Love it. Well, just what the doctor ordered. Coming out of the half, nice drive, get the touchdown, get that momentum going back for Hudson. It's tied up 7-7 right now. 8:42 left to go in this third quarter here. Again, nice drive coming out of the half.
Yep, and let's see what the defense can do. Again, played well that first half, but again, they were pushed around a little bit in that running game, so see if there's any more adjustments. We mentioned the change in corners.
Let's see what how the Panthers.
Nice boot.
Boot that one down to the 6. Nice move. More with a nice move there over the 33. Good little hustle by Moore on the return there. Got that one up to the 30-ish. Yep, 32.
So we'll see again what Hudson does here on defense. Looks like they're going to go back to that 3 corners, a couple safeties. What they did is they took a linebacker out there, so kept their line of scrimmage up. Now you see the corner, LeBlanc, at that edge of the line of scrimmage. Quick pass out.
Yep. Toss over 17 with it. He'll lean over and get a first down, so they'll move the sticks off a first down. Picks up about 12 on that one.
That's Kyle Medina. We saw him involved in the offense in that first half, both in the running game and some short passes. Big kid.
So ball at the 45 here. Panthers will get things set up.
We don't have it yet, so thanks for tuning in.
Handoff up the middle. Smola, I'm sure
Nope,
of it.
different running back that time. That was number 5.
Number 5. We got
Izzy Moore.
Izzy.
Keep an eye. I have not seen Samola here this
is
half.
he back out there? Yeah, I just
He's
assumed.
number 34.
Yep, assumed he was going to be back in the mix. Taking
So-
a breather maybe, or
No,
who
I'm
knows?
just I'm looking on the sideline here.
Me too. You see him?
I do not. But
Team that hasn't won a lot in the last 15 years.
I got him right here on the sideline.
Pulled off an overtime
Oh, nope, that's 84. Sorry.
at Carson Park. Well done.
24.
2nd and 8 here.
Don't know. Shotgun, got a man in motion. Yep. He'll drop back a step, pitches it over that man in motion, caught him. Wow.
There he is again,
Off to
Medina.
the races. Medina down that far sideline, inside the 20. What a great pass and run there by the Panthers.
Yeah, just got behind the defender and about a 15-yard pass, but he caught him in stride, able to pick up about another 10, 15 yards beyond that. Excellent play call that time by the Panthers.
Well, huge first down there. We'll bring that within the red zone here. Ball at the 18.
You got to have more pressure on the quarterback.
Hand off here. Stuffed. That's Moore on the carry. Picked up maybe 1 or 2 on that one. 7:16 left to go in this third quarter.
Here comes Smola, number 34.
I'll bring in the big hitter here.
You see some cramp
Down here on the
cramp
sideline.
action going on the sidelines here.
Oh, yeah. It's, tis the season right now for the Pickle Juice. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, just about 7 minutes to go in this quarter. Smash with a big first down play on that 2 plays
And
ago.
a good opening drive for them here this second half, too.
Mhm.
Again, adjustments made by both teams. Chaminade this time.
Yep, keeper.
On the keep.
Yep, he'll run out to the right, and Hudson sniffed that one out, and not a lot going on there. Picked up maybe 2 or 3 on that carry, brings up a 3rd and 4. Check that 3rd and 5 coming up here. So in the red zone, ball at the just inside the 13.
So you're starting to see them mix a little bit. So it was a lot of Samola, again, some short passes. Now they're opening up their offense a little
Yeah.
bit. Wouldn't be surprised to see anything right here because they're thinking 4-down territory, I'm sure.
These games go quick, and you only have X amount of opportunity.
Here we go, rock and roll, 3rd and 5 here.
2 tights this time, so they are packing it in for a run formation.
Smola gives
Sure
the
enough,
hand
there
off.
it
Yep,
is.
there he goes.
Pops it outside. He's going to get the first down.
Hard running by
Delivers
that
the blow
guy.
at the end.
Inside the 5, picks up the first down, and that's Smola. Boy, he can just lay the boom down a little bit, lowers the shoulder and head, and away he goes on that near side. So first down for the Panthers here. 1st and 10 inside.
First and goal at the 5.
Thank you. Shotgun.
Takes a look at the receiver to his left. It's a keeper again.
Keeper again.
Right up the middle. Nobody touched him.
Wow. Just walked on in. Spash with a nice drive to match our drive. Tell you what, nice play by them.
Nothing but positive yards on that drive. And again, you know, what you're seeing is Hudson's just not getting much of a push on that defensive line.
Yeah.
These guys are getting to the second level, whether it's the quarterback, whether it's Samola. In the passing game, you know, obviously we're not selling out on the run necessarily, but we're expecting more running plays. They're able to get some of these short crossers and some of these that wheel route that Medina ran, that was wide open.
Oh. Kicks up, good. Extra point, so that'll
Number
be
74 is the kicker.
Oh, I like a nice low number for a kicker.
Yeah. Looks like he's an
74.
offensive lineman.
Big, stocky guy.
Sawyer Zuji.
Zuji. Like that.
All right, should we do some trivia?
Yeah,
as
let's
we're
do
waiting
it.
for the kickoff here. It's a little
it's
long,
go
so
mode.
I'm going to have to get through this quick.
Carbone
So we
is
talk a
lower.
little bit about, we like to talk Hudson, but when we travel, we sometimes talk about other teams. So I'll start with this. This current NFL player played high school football here in Stevens Point before starting his college career at Winona State. Before the football season even started, he would transfer a couple times, actually, ending up back home at UW Stevens Point, where he played a year of football, and then eventually at the University of Wisconsin in Madison.
Madtown.
As a Badger, he earned first-team All-Conference and All-American honors before being selected in the first round of the 2017 draft by the New Orleans Saints.
Wow.
He was All-Pro in 2018 and 2019, and in 2021 signed a 5-year, $96 million contract.
Get T up.
Who is this former Spash Panther now in the NFL?
You can text the booth with your answer. If you have already won this year, Gail Pronsinski, you cannot play. I'm sorry, we only got one winner per year. New rule.
This is a tough one, and we should almost make you spell it right, but we'll be flexible on
We'll
that.
go without
So
spellings?
We're not Jeopardy. It doesn't have to be that fancy.
Okay. You can
Get
text.
it close, though.
We'll go back to the text the booth in just a hot second. Kick to the 12. Yeager with it now. Yeager looks upfield. Nice block there. Cuts through a seam or two, about to the 31-yard line. Again, here's your text the booth number for that hot trivia. And if people are not getting it, you got a couple. We'll just see here. Oh, I got an answer already. Right here?
Yep, read it. I want
Wow.
you to read it. See if you can pronounce it.
Oh, my. So this was Nate Cromie who sent us a note earlier. Answer trivia is Ryan Ramchek.
That's right. That's right.
Nate, you're our winner. First guy out of the gate. Nice job.
Hudson going over the middle.
Nice.
Oh, my,
Good grab at
inside.
midfield. Down to the 35. Big time football right there. The double deuce.
We were checking trivia. Saw that they were back on the field. excellent throw that time by Schultz. Let the play develop. Got Yeager going across on a post route, kind of coming across the middle, able to pick that up. Big yardage that time for Hudson.
Big time play by Hudtown here. Shotgun. Schultze. Handoff.
Yeager
Got a
again.
couple blockers.
Nice cut up.
Yeager, nice job. Just about the 31. So again, the trivia answer was Ryan Ramchek. And Nate, you are our winner. Nice job. If you drop me a line with your address, we'll get you a pizza from Willow River Carbonis. Having those certificates made up this week, so I'll get it in the mail to you as soon as I have it. Thank you all for tuning in and playing the Willow River Carbonis Trivia of the Night.
Jack Kantek, number 30, in it for fullback, at fullback for Hudson, gets to carry that time. Keep an eye on things. I do not see Mr. Roby out here right now, so again, he walked off. We can't see what's happening on that side. I do see him on the sidelines, helmet off. Looks to be okay, but 3rd and 6 here for Hudson. 4:40 left. Kantek again with the carry. Nothing there.
Oh, he's a big dude.
Just came in unblocked, able to make that shoestring tackle. Hudson picks up maybe a yard.
Mm-hmm. Looks like 4th and 4 here. Going for it, I would guess. Going for this.
I think Hudson, again, probably thinking hard count, but I like some of these short passes they've been running. They've been executed well. Maybe run a man in motion if that's Jamison. That's been open in the flat, especially if you can clear it out on the top of your screen there with the receiver. They're going to roll, though. Pitch up
the middle. Oh, he's got room.
Hard
First
run.
down. Yes, indeed.
It.
Made it over the 25. First down, Hudtown. Here we go.
I like that. You got everybody moving one direction. You're flooding that area, and all of a sudden it's just a quick pitch. It's a pass play right there. And it's a touch pass, really. And Schultz made a nice one. Yeager running hard this second half.
Awesome.
Oh, wide open.
Got him over there.
There we go.
Nice job. Picks up 5-6. Second down and a couple as he rolls out of bounds just inside the 20 over there on that far side.
Yeah, that's been there all night. We've seen it with Jamison. Now we're seeing it with Yeager.
2nd and 5. Nice job. 3:44 left to go in this third. Hudson down by 7. Loving the march of the field here right now. Another nice drive by the offense.
Oh, just got tripped up. I think he might have got tripped up by his own blocker.
Close to the first down marker. Looks like he's about a yard or two shy.
Maybe another cramp here. We'll see.
Man down on the field. Get the pickle
running
juice
late
out
on
tonight.
Running backs here.
Right? Yeah. Right.
William Pruzek, number 35, into the game. Yep, they're working the cramp.
Yes, sir. What do you think the temp is out there tonight?
I'll tell you, outside it was actually pretty nice. I'd say it's maybe 70.
Okay.
We're still pretty muggy in here, but how about this week, though? Oh, my goodness, how hot it was.
You believe that? I got in my
Seriously, it was like
car.
pea soup.
I'll tell you, I got in my car that was just sitting outside at one point. This is like early morning, not even midday. 101, it says on my little gauge in the car. And I'm like, what is going on? And then it was so hot, it reminded me when I was a kid, my grandparents lived in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
And we'd get all showered and ready, and we'd walk outside as kids to go wherever we're going, and just you're covered with sweat. You're soaked. 3rd and short here for Hudson.
Call that hotter than a jalapeno's armpit?
You Spooner guys got the best sayings. Speaking of Spooner, I played at your golf course 2
you
times.
Told me that. Yeah, you have a good time?
They asked me if I wanted to be a member.
Did they?
And I said, I just don't get up here quite enough.
I only if I can be a member, if I can be a member of the community, yes.
That's right.
Okay.
I want to be part of Spooner. You know what I mean? I just don't have a place there, so you need to keep an eye out for me.
I will.
Small sack in town would do. You're an in-town guy, right? And
I lived in
Frank
town
was
right
out
by
of
the
town,
high
right?
school, yeah.
He was kind of a farm guy.
All right.
Okie
No penalty.
dokie.
I think the something to do with the mouth guard on one of the Hudson players. So.
Oh, the tricky mouth guard. 3rd and short here for Hudtown here.
Stacked receivers here on the left.
Quick pass,
he's
wide open. He's got room. Get to the end zone. Dives in.
He's in there.
Touchdown, Hudtown. Let's go. Big time play there. Big time play. I love it.
Peyton Pingle that time. Just came into the game, actually. I saw him come out, number 42, and lined him up. They were stacked with receivers here on the left side. Again, Schultz, this half has been spot on with his passes. He's getting it out right. He's reading the defense well as far as when the timing of his throws are happening. And just, again, bang, bang right there.
Gotta
Here
like
we go,
it.
14-all.
Grandma, that one's for you. A extra point is good. So Strong ties it up at 14 here. And both these teams kind of figuring out the defenses right now. And both teams with some really nice drives, both of them going the length of the field here. And Hudson ties this one up back at 14. 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. Whew, we got ourselves a game, my friend. A little bit of a barn burner.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you nailed it. I mean, the offenses this half are being showcased, both executing really well. It's I think again, hats off to Hudson. Made some good halftime adjustments, and again, they're dealing with some injuries. So we're seeing a lot of different kids come in able to deliver. I mean, like Pingle there that last time, I hadn't seen him all game. All of a sudden, he comes out, he catches a pass, he scores a touchdown.
Right.
So taking advantage of those opportunities you're getting.
Some nice depth by Hudson to be able to bring a guy off the bench, activate him, and boom, bada bing, you got a
that one went out of bounds. So
dead bounce, but
come to the 35.
Did bounce out of bounds. Yeah, I like seeing that. I like a guy coming off the bench and being like, I got it, right?
Ready to
Catches
go.
the ball, rolls on into the end zone. You know, that's a gut check coming off the bench and having hands ready to
especially
go.
as a young
right?
kid,
I mean, that's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
That's how you earn more playing time too. So
a lot of action going on here at Spash. A lot of action. You know,
there's
what I mean?
a lot of people around.
Yeah, a lot of folks attending the Friday night under the lights here at Stevens Point. If you're not familiar where Stevens Point's at, we're about 35 minutes south of Wausau, right?
Correct.
We just went to Wausau and hung a right, went south, and here we are.
Let's see if Hudson wants to dial up a few blitzes here. See if they can put a little pressure. Again, those can stuff the run game too. There's that counter play. Nice there you
job.
go.
Hudson catches him in the backfield. Woo! Let's go.
That time. So they tried to run just a little counter play.
Rick Flair would have said, woo! Let's
Yeah.
go. Nice play by Hudtown. Nice play. So dropped them for 3 on that one. They'll bring up a 2nd and 13. I'm worried about Jonesy. I haven't seen any tomahawk steaks or any pictures
maybe
of their
he's working
food
tonight.
Oh, could be. Uh-oh, little giggle. Jonesy, always known for his fine food on a Friday night watching a little football.
Coming this way that time. Again, stuffed up by the defense.
Oh, my
That end contained, able to kind of plug up the block, let the rest of the defense come over. That's what we want to see right there.
Wow. D with a huge stop there, maybe loss of one more. So 3rd and 13 over there. Ball will be spotted at the 32. 2:09 left to go in this quarter. It's a big play. I'll tell you, our defense so far with this drive has been really impressive, reading what's going on and getting up to the ball in a hurry.
So far, yep. And the key here is going to be pressure because they're going to look for something. Wouldn't be surprised if it's some sort of a crossing route, something underneath.
He'll roll out to his left here. Waits with it. He's going to keep it. Nice
Good
job.
coverage that time.
Hudson with some great coverage, great pursuit, tackle that quarterback out of bounds over there, 4th and long.
That was Hines again, having an excellent game tonight. Congratulations, good job by him. But the coverage was really good. So I talked about, again, them kind of flooding that area, trying to figure out a spot even where a guy can peel off a defender or sit down, and it just wasn't there.
Great play. Yeager back to receive. He'll set up shop at about the 31. Also with it now. He'll drop that one. Kick, a bit of a squibber there.
Oh, he gets a good bounce,
end
though.
over end.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeager gets away from one. Cuts this way.
There you
Yeager's
go,
getting
there we
loose.
go, Yeager.
45-50. Make it over the 45. Down
Good
to the
job,
40.
Ross.
Wow. Yeager running for grandma like crazy. The double deuce is loose. Let's go, Yeager.
So at the where the ball was caught, all of a sudden I saw something come out. Oh, here we go. Is there a flag?
No, that was he threw the spot.
I thought that too. So, but it was not. It was certainly not an illegal block. I thought LeBlanc did a good job of just kind of getting his body there. I think we do have a flag, Ken.
Okay, I'm not seeing it out there, but I believe you.
Yeah, if that's where the call was, it wasn't a very good call because I thought Jack LeBlanc did a good job of just kind of keeping himself between the defender and actually had his hands up. So, but that's exactly what it was because that was the spot of the foul. So,
well, that's a tough one to take. As Hudson will lose about 25 yards on that flag.
But good job by Yeager.
But,
I mean,
yeah, what
good wiggle
effort
there to be able to get upfield and stretch it out a little bit.
Excellent effort of the double deuce here. 56 seconds to go in this third. Schultz hands it off to Yeager. Yeager nothing doing, just has to lean forward as he had his ankles wrapped up by a Panther.
So we're starting to see a little bit of substituting here on the Hudson offensive side. We'll try to keep up with that, let you know who's coming in. William Pruzak, number 35, into the game.
Schultz back in the shotgun. He'll drop back. Looks over to that right
There
side.
you go.
Got a guy. There you go. Nice catch.
Ross is having a good game tonight.
Yes, he is.
Catching the football and running the football.
Doing great. Doing everything. So picked up about 8 there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
They're going to go quick
Going
here.
real quick here. My goodness. I'll slow things down. Look over at the sidelines. I like the hurry up, and that will be that'll be the quarter. We'll go into the quarter. Tied up 14-14.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Be right back. Welcome back to Gorky Field here. The
Gorky Park.
Gorky. Ooh, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Oh, there it is. There's the whistle. If you're not familiar with the song opens up with a whistle, right? Where
Yes,
the guy kind of whistles the first couple chords or something.
All right, here we go. Smash Mouth football here. Would not be surprised. We have not seen Mr. Oh, nope, they're going to go back for a pass here. Got him.
Got him
Over the
open.
top.
There it
He's
is.
got some room.
Yeager, there we go. First down, still working it, trying to get to the 46, 47 and down.
I thought they might give it
like
to
it.
McKinnon Hatera there, but again, it's been the Ross Yeager show this second half.
A little bit.
He's been excellent in all
categories, right?
All facets
Yeah.
of this offense.
Yeah, been doing great. Bring up a first down here. Ball spotted at the 46. Man in motion.
There we go.
Handoff.
Running hard.
Nice job. That is a big rig coming through there.
We saw a lot of
Is
him
that-
last year. He
Hutera?
Yeah, McKinnon Hatera.
Love it.
Senior. Yeah, he is. He's a big kid. I mean, goes back to the old fullback Hudson has had in that offense where you get a big kid that can get you those short yards, but right there picked up about 6. Going to get it again.
Like it. Gets behind the block here. Boogie's ahead for a couple there, just shy of the first down, about a yard shy, so 3rd and 1. Yeah, just a big boy. Working his way through things. 3rd and 1 coming up just over midfield, so ball spotted at the 45. 10:55 to go in this fourth quarter, and this game just cooking along tonight. Little pitch.
There
Gets
you go.
around
Got-
the edge.
got
Yep,
enough
got
of a
room.
chip.
Nice job. Across the 35, down at the 33-yard line. Great hustle around the outside edge there on the far side.
Yeah, Pingle again. Fresh legs gets in there. We get to see a little bit of that speed. Nice job by him. Again, I think Yeager's probably out taking a breather. He's been kind of the bell cow for Hudson this half, so they're going to go back to Pingle again.
Pingle, there we go. Slice and dice over there. Pingle picks up about 8 on his run on the far side.
Here's the other
Pingle.
thing I like. The lead blocker right now is your fullback. That's Owen, who we talked about, McKinnon
Sure.
Hatera, and he's getting out there laying people out, getting down the field. Again, I love it. Let's get him on more lead blocks here.
That's a big boy leading the charge there. 2nd and 2 here. Hudson with a nice drive starting here. Little flag down on the near side. Schultz rolls out. Caught at the 22. We'll see what the call is.
I think we might have had, they might have been lined up off sides. Unless Hudson had two people in motion. It didn't look like it.
Well, let's see what's cooking here.
Illegal shift. So, all right.
Gonna be 5?
Yes.
So that'll scoot him back to a 2nd and 7. Ball will be spotted at around the 32, 33-yard line.
I see Ross Yeager on the sidelines by the coaches. So I think, again, just a breather for him.
Yeah.
Not sure about Justin Roby. Again, helmet off. Don't see him next to the coaches, so I would expect we're going to see Yeager back here shortly.
Yeah, give him a breather here.
But again, these other guys are doing an excellent job.
Really
another
are.
good drive for Hudson.
Really are. 2nd and 8 here. 2nd and 7. Keeper
that time.
Schultz with it now. Tries to spin out of 1. Bit of a gang tackle there. Got him by the ankle, then got him up high. They'll pick up maybe a yard. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Nothing doing. I tell you, Nick Roska, number 8. Can see him out there.
He's
kind
a little
of shorter
bulldog, isn't he?
guy,
Yeah.
but he's been all over. Got him listed at 5'10".
That's generous.
I think that might be a little generous, but 200 pounds, and he looks all that, so he's a little tank.
He is. Schultz.
Uh-oh, trouble.
Pressure.
Trouble. Hang on to it.
Holds on to it. Nope, that's all you can do right there. You get that kind of pressure in your grill. Just do what you did there. Hold on to the ball.
Yeah, they dialed up the pressure that time, and sometimes that happens. All of a sudden, you think you got a good play call. I've been wanting to see that tonight, some more quarterback draws and getting Ryland in the running game, but the blitz that time shut it down.
So back to punt.
That's a good one.
Nice. Hang time.
Hang on.
Sit in there.
Oh.
Tried to pitch it back and just into the end zone. Almost had a hand on that one.
Yeah, just
good try.
Decent distance on that, but did not get the bounce.
9:17 on the clock here, and Panthers will get that one at the 20.
This is a pretty evenly matched game.
Really
I mean, if you
is.
think about it,
Really
drive. Hudson had scored on their first 2 possessions this half. Spash, their first possession. Now both teams have shut them down. Or defenses have shut down the offenses the last 2 drives. So see if something can break here for Hudson. Love to see a turnover.
Yeah, I think this might come down to Smola with the run. Stuff there, flag
you go.
in.
We'll take a holding call.
Yep. I think this might come down to something like that, right? Where it's a turnover in the next, it's 9-10 to go.
Yeah.
And that's it'll be a big play.
Well, here's what's happening this second half with the defense from a what?
Can I have some of your
you
water?
You can have my water, Ken.
Thank you. God, I'm getting thirsty.
The ends are able to contain that edge, and it's huge because with a running back like Smola, he can read that, and all of a sudden he wants to pop it outside if he's able to get that edge. Otherwise, he'll cut it back. By being able to cut that off and make him cut it back, the defense can flow to it and make the tackle. So I like what we did defensively at the half with these adjustments.
Yes, I agree 100%. So 1st and 20 now after that penalty.
Get it?
Smola
See, there
with
it
it
is.
now. Yep, up the middle. Picked up a handful there. Back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So Smola getting the yards in tonight. Again,
He's gotten spelled a little bit this second half. Maybe they've been saving him here on this hot night just for the 4th quarter.
Right. Shotgun here, low snap.
Pressure.
Good pressure.
Time.
He gets it up the middle.
Good fill that time. Hines again having a heck of a game.
That one a called
yeah, that was
keeper,
a called,
you think?
A
Kind of a
draw.
delay?
Yep.
Yeah. 3rd and 4. The defense got in there, but gets past everybody, shoots up the gap there. 3rd and 4. The coach wiggling his arms on the sideline, calling into play here. Oh, he's going to kick it at some of the coaches on the sidelines with their crazy cards they have up and the wiggles and the big play here for the defense for Hudson. Let's go, boys.
Absolutely. Press coverage here on this side. Hines takes a step back.
Stacked in the middle. A man in motion.
Keeper
up the
Shot
middle.
it off.
Oh, wow. Good blocking up front. He had tons of room.
And
Able to
he had a ton of room, and he actually probably could have stretched it longer if he hadn't been tripped up. So
yeah, he was off to the races there. Picks up the first down.
He's a pretty good runner. I mean, and he's a tall kid, so certainly can stretch a little bit once he gets his stride going.
Quick shout
Smaller
out
this time.
Quick shout out. Hello, Aaron, from Ron Derrick and Steve Sparstad.
Hey, guys.
At the cabin in Webster,
Hope
Wisconsin.
you're behaving yourselves tonight.
Go Raiders.
I know Ron's got his Hudson Raiders shirt on, so thanks, Ron.
Love it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. 7:22 left to go in this fourth quarter here. Smash on the drive right now. 2nd and 6 to go. Just over the 40 at the 42-yard line. The ball is spotted.
Again, we're at 7:11 left, and time is crucial here, especially to be able to get the ball back for Hudson. So a defensive stop would be huge.
Rolls out. He's keeping this one the whole way. Just tucked that one under his arm. Nice block. Looks like a first down by a long shot over midfield. And nice run by the quarterback. He's done some really nice runs tonight.
You know who sprung that was Mr. Smola with a pancake block on that edge.
Really?
One of those backers was on his back because he put him right down.
Wow.
So nice job by Spash on that execution.
1st and 10 here. Ball spotted at the 45.
Well, if you're Spash, we've been talking about turnovers. These plays right now are conservative plays to keep the ball in your hands. Quarterback, running back, Smola that time up the middle.
Boy, he finds that seam, doesn't he? Another first down for Spash.
And, we talk about this when we talk about Hudson games. I like watching those linemen get downfield to the next level pancake. I'm seeing that now from the Spash offensive lineman. That time, again, one of those guards got down, had a Hudson linebacker on his back 10 yards past the play.
Wow. 1st and 10 here. Ball spotted just inside the 35. Smola with it now. Wiggles his way through. Big hit. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's a helmet to helmet. I think they're going to need to come and take a look.
Yep. Ooh, that was a helmet. That was a doozy there.
I think they're going to bring the trainer out, probably be there for a second if you want to run a commercial, and I'll have a little popcorn.
Perfect. Well, welcome back to Raider Streaming and the River Channel. We are
scary situation.
Yeah,
this is the tough thing about football is, these things happen, and certainly we don't know the extent or anything like that. But when you see that many medical personnel out there, they're certainly concerned about it. I did see some movement, some leg movement, so that's a good thing. But again, you can see the teams kind of huddled down there and on their knees. It's a parent's worst nightmare, obviously.
Right. You just want to run onto the field right now and hug your kid and be there with them.
So.
And we don't know who the player that's down. We don't know who that is.
We were just talking about that, and of course, we're not able to go back in a replay, but they're taking good care of them. You got the trainers from both Stevens Point here. You also got the Hudson trainers out there. They always make sure at these games and every athletic event that you've got those trainers there. And for football, I think there's extra help.
More so, yep.
So
yep, for sure.
So not sure if has Nate gotten we got working the camera tonight?
Jeff's upstairs.
Jeff, I'm sorry.
Yep. Jeff's upstairs working the camera.
I don't know if he can hear us, but Jeff, maybe pan the Hudson crowd. If you can hear that and see.
I don't know if he's still on here.
What we've got. I'm not sure if people have been able to see much of that today.
If you can hear us up there, pan over to the far bleachers. We'll see if we got any Hudson fans over there. There we go. Thank you. Tough to see over there in that far shadow, but get a quick look at some of the visiting fans.
Did you say that no bleacher creatures at this?
That's the word I got on the street from the creatures. They sent me a direct note and said, Road trip was a bit outside
long.
the radius that's covered by the creatures, I think. I get it. It was 3 hours out.
It's
here.
a long trip.
Yeah, it's a long haul.
And, once school starts, we had a good crowd last week against Marshfield. But,
really did. Yeah.
We'll end up, when school starts, that number goes up exponentially.
Yeah.
You got the pack stands and everything else. And
so fun.
It's
and
a lot of
last
fun.
week, we were only missing the freshmen, I think. They,
Right?
We had the other, how they each have their section. Sophomore, junior, and senior sections were pretty darn good. For
Yeah.
I mean, it was a week and a half before school. School starts next week, Tuesday, I believe. And, good crew.
Good
I
crew.
always like that. I always feel like that's kind of like a litmus test almost, and like how is it going to be from a fan perspective for the season. Good student section usually means a huge fan base pops on out, and so we've had some good creatures that have helped lead those crews in the past couple of years. We've been lucky with that. It's been
sure.
great.
Speaking of freshmen, they did have a freshman football game tonight before
right.
this game. I
That's
came
right.
across some of the parents and players coming out and talked to Coach Grossenbacher. Sounds like it was a good game. They lost 32-22, but good, and that was their first game. So that's always a big deal when you're a freshman and you get your first game. But I caught Jason Anderson, friend of ours, obviously.
Mr.
Anderson.
Yes.
He was coming out and
because he has a son playing on that team, right?
He's got a freshman. He was the guy bringing the pizzas in for the players. So he had an armload of pizzas with about 15 pizzas, and he said, I got to go back for more. So they were going to feed him and take good care of him.
I love it.
And at halftime, back in the olden days when I played football, you go in at halftime and you get yelled at. That's what you got to eat. It's usually
your
crow
food?
or whatever. Now they give you those
Oranges
what are those? Well, they give you healthy food like protein bars, granola bars. But the other thing they do a lot of are those. What are those? Uncrustables or crustables?
Oh yeah, Uncrustables. Yep.
Uncrustables. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't know what an Uncrustable is,
keep them energized.
It's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off.
Yeah.
And just stamped into like a circle, basically.
And somebody made money doing that. Like
it's crazy
because they're expensive, aren't they?
And my kids used to devour those things like they're like eating chips out of the bag. Just just pound down a couple. Yeah, they're expensive. They're a Sam's Club item for us on the weekly. Back when we had kids at the house. Now we're going to be kid free this Sunday. Can't believe it. Old Will's heading over to Eau Claire.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's crazy to say that be empty nesters. Well, they're bringing out the stretcher to be safe on things. I always err on the side of caution when these types of hits happen, right?
You have to. Yep, absolutely. I'm going to pop in and see if I can get some scores. I did get a 24-10 score, New Richmond over Marshfield right now.
Okay.
So Marshfield, of course, we played them last week, and New Richmond, they're going to be retooling this year. They had a lot of weapons. Of course, they had their running game, couple running backs, really fast guys have moved on. They're seniors. They had a really solid quarterback. Scanlon that played there for 3 years because I can remember when he played when my son was in high school as well. So, but Coach Larson, Reggie's doing a good job. They're gonna
that program's gonna be
get things going,
continue to be very good,
keep things moving. So,
and
they won last week against Medford as well. Kind of spanked them. So I've got a halftime score 7-0 Hudson River Falls over Holman.
Okay,
let's see if we have any updates on that.
Yeah, that New Richmond, you're always getting the skinny since you work over there. You get more than the skinny, I bet.
There might be a few bets that are thrown out from here and there, but we'll just leave it at that.
Sports betting now.
North. Victorious yesterday, 35-34 over La Crosse Logan. So they're turning that program around. We've talked about them a lot in the past.
That's great.
Being able to get some wins and get some more kids out for football because that's been one of the challenges certainly for them.
Yeah, they had a multi-year losing streak, right? I mean,
yes,
a long time.
They had the state record for that. So
turning that around is nothing but good for the BRC. We like that a lot.
Yep. La Crosse Central ahead of Memorial at the half, 24-14.
Okay. La Crosse Central over Memorial at the half.
Those have been, and you got to remember the two Eau Claire teams. We're not going to be seeing them as much anymore moving forward. after this year. So there's some conference realignments and things changing. Come on, Kenny.
Would you keep me up? You're the inside guy. You're supposed to keep me updated.
Another quick score, Menominee at the half over DeForest, 21-0. Wow. So they're changing some things, and so Eau Claire Memorial, Eau Claire North are moving to this conference. So they're going to be coming over to the Wisconsin Valley Conference.
Okay.
Wausau East is moving out. I think they're going to a conference called the Great Northern, and then Rice Lake is coming back to the Big Rivers.
To BRC. Okay,
so,
got it.
It's been a weird deal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and we'll talk as we get into the conference games more about how it got formed. I've got some information on that that's kind of cool, a little history. But Rice Lake's coming back, so
yeah,
I think that's a good thing.
Cool.
So
Rice Lake back, both the Eau Claire teams out. Anybody else coming back in?
No.
Okay.
Nope. So what they will do is do some crossover games into this conference, and as there have been rivalries with the Eau Claire teams, I'm sure that Hudson and other teams are going to want to try to be able to play Eau Claire, at least one Eau Claire team every year non-conference, but so will everybody else. So, well, we're just kind of anxiously awaiting here to, again, never something you want to see, and lots of attention out there, like I said, which is one of the positives, and you have to take every precaution at this point.
Mm. Oh my goodness! There's nothing worse than the guy down on the field like this. Well, we're certainly praying for him up here in the booth. I know everybody back at home's doing the same, and looks like they've got the stretcher out now, and I don't know if they have the board underneath him. It looks like they do.
They're
going to move him.
Yep, they do.
Well, they've got him onto the stretcher. Looks like they're keeping the helmet on. Looks like some of his other pads have either been cut off or taken off. And they'll get him situated in there. And again,
both teams coming out to the field, which is just the sportsmanship and camaraderie of football. You just love it.
Nice splash coming out. Hudson coming out as well right now to surround this player. Again, just huge prayers and thoughts going out to this Hudson player here. And we do not know who this is going off right now. Didn't catch a number as the contact was made. Well, again,
and again,
praying for
our job. We're kind of watching the play, and then everything all of a sudden happened. Player was on the ground, couldn't see the number anymore. I'm not going to speculate. I can know who was out there, but if anyone does remember seeing that on the play, if you want to text the booth, we're going to regroup here. 6:29 left to go. Spash with the football, 2nd and 4. Setting up a very good drive here. They've moved the football pretty well through the run game, and what's been happening is it's been primarily through Smola, who we've talked about, and Shanana, who the quarterback has also been heavily involved in the run game this second half, especially this last drive. Tough for these kids to regroup. You're thinking about it. wondering about what's been going on.
So that's who they think that it is. Again, we're not going to speculate on who it is, but that's who the guys next to us.
Okay.
The visiting
We'll
team.
confirm that.
We'll confirm it when we get a chance, but again, there's no need to speculate on something like that. So,
keeper again. That time he's wrapped up. Not sure if he got enough. It does look like the side official coming in
looks like a
gives
first
him
to
enough
me,
for a first
yeah.
down.
Well, and just if you missed, if you're wondering where we're at, we are 3rd and short here. Spash on a big drive. I think they started down here around the 25, if I remember right. Move the chains.
Are going to move here.
Yeah, first down. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. Again, first down coming up for the Spash Panthers. The clock becoming a really big part of what's happening right now in the fourth.
Certainly is.
6 minutes to go.
Spash is going to work to execute here, and it's going to require Hudson to really get a couple stops on early downs. Not that time. Smola,
wow,
again, just bounces off tacklers, keeps his legs moving, patiently moves through the defense, gets about 7 yards.
Pushed out at the 15-ish. We'll see how they mark that. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 16, 17-yard line. So 2nd and 3.
I've been impressed. I was impressed with the film I saw on Spash as well. And, when you look at their record last year, and a lot of things can change.
Yeah.
Every team's different every year. You have carryover players that come back. But, again, on a losing team last year, a lot of these kids were probably juniors. Now they're seniors.
Right.
And it's a good football team.
So 2nd and 3. Give it to Smola. Smola up the middle. Wow, nice spin move. Gets inside the 10. That'll pick up a first down for them. So red zone action here for the Spash Panthers. Again, getting a heavy dose to Smola right now.
1st and goal here.
Yep. Ball spotted at the 9. Clock is at 5:36 and ticking. Wow. Well, they're just taking their time. Again, they're just milking the clock right now and might do just a couple runs to milk it even more. No rush to punch it in. See what happens here.
Got a lead
Low
blocker,
snap.
number 42 coming through.
Smola bounces outside of one. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
So, yeah, that time that was a design, just a power run. Had an H-back kind of shuffle in motion as the lead blocker, and he wasn't even touched. That hole was so big. Great job by the Spash offensive line on that right side, and they've taken command here this drive.
Both offenses really just driving the field this quarter.
Yeah, and again, we've seen a different Hudson offense this second half, so I can't help but believe you're going to see another drive from Hudson.
I agree.
Like the time is running out.
High snap.
5:12 left.
Wrangled that one, yep.
That was a big drive by Spash, not only with the score, but just the fact they were able to eat about half that quarter of time.
So
fun second half.
It
Ken.
really has been. Ton of action going on out there. 21-14, coming down to the last 5 minutes. Hudson with the ball with time here to make a march, right? Let's do this.
Yeah, and
looks
like on the kick return we're going to see Mr. Yeager again, so that's good. I'm sure he'll be in on the offensive drive as well.
He was something else that last drive. Again, fourth quarter here, 5:12 remaining in this half. Keep breathing. Spash comes onto the field. They'll be kicking right to left on the dial here. We've got, like you said, Yeager back to receive. He's at the 6-7 yard line. Oh, what a fun game tonight.
And this is a good test. This is a team that's in your region. This is likely a team. This game matters when it comes to seeding, and it matters to who has home field later on. I think based on what I've seen in these two first games, Spash is the better team of Marshfield. So Yeager this time with the return.
Got a little room.
A little bit of a seam.
Nice
It's
job.
a wall there. Gets across the 25 to about the 26 yard line.
Barrels over a guy at the end there. Nice smash mouth football. He had to back up a step or two, caught that at the 2, and a nice hustle. Got that one all the way out to the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10. Excuse me, check that. That's the 27-yard line.
So again, just based on rotation and maybe some minor injuries, it looks like on that Hudson backfield side. Seeing some different people. Nice job.
Quick
again.
pass. Nice job.
Yeager.
Nice catch by Yeager. That'll be a first down. Ryland Schultz and Yeager, the double deuce, are making some dreams come true right now. Nice pass. Nice catch. Nice play. First down. 5 minutes on the mark right now.
Yep, and again, we're starting to see some more rotations in here. Now you got Steele Homey coming in, playing receiver here. He's at the bottom of your screen. Yeager again.
Fakes the pass. Yeager to that far side. Not a lot happening. Just cuts it upfield. Trying to get one flags.
2 penalty flags, actually, and from different angles. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Flags just littering the field right now.
Could be an offset because I think Hudson might have held on that edge.
Okay.
But
well, move that flag. Put that one there. No, put this one here. All right.
Well, I think...
What was the call there? I missed it.
I think the second official just wanted to throw his flag because he was nowhere near the play. I don't know how he could have even seen that. So there was a pile by the time he was even in an area to see how the play developed. So, well, that's going to set Hudson back 10 yards here, unfortunately.
1st and 20. Ball be moved back to the 27. Get a timeout by the Spash crew over here on the near side. Well, 4:43. Looking fun little ending here coming up, right?
Yeah, and you know, I just mentioned it. We're seeing different kids come in, and I can only believe it's cramps. It's some of these other things that some of these offensive players have been experiencing here. I do see Roby on the sidelines here, helmet off, so I don't expect he's going to be back. But again, we're seeing some different kids, which is that's the positive.
Yeah.
They need playing time. A lot of them need just some experience. We've seen a couple guys that have really excelled when the opportunities have been given that didn't play last week.
Schultz with the handoff around that far side. Flag
That's Jamison there.
Again, flag on the far side.
Well, that looked like it was maybe after the play, so let's see what the call is here.
Get that back. We'll see. Nope.
Oh,
Hudson, a hold they're going to call.
Another hold.
So that's going to dig that hole just a bit deeper. So we'll move that back to the 17, I believe, and it'll be 1st and 30 if my Rochester math is correct.
I think you're close.
Close to
Just
it,
give you that.
Yep, I'll give you that.
So with what's unfolded here in the last, say, 20 minutes, you got to remember you're dealing with high school kids and the emotions and everything else. And a lot of this, the last thing they want to be doing right now is focusing.
Right.
They're focusing on other things.
Right.
So, nice pass that
nice
time.
job. Picked up a bunch of them right there. Nice gainer out to the 32. Up about 15 on that catch.
That was Lyndon Coleman. We've talked about him in the blocking game. He's been doing a good job. I got to tell you, Ryland Schultz has really impressed me this second half. He's not trying to rush his passes. He's letting things develop. Not trying to get too fancy.
Nope.
There's a little screen pass.
Nice little screen.
That's
had a blocker.
Yep, block missed. Oh, but he delivers a blow.
Big hit. My goodness. Picked up a couple there, but boy, you catch that block on the far side. Whew, giddy up.
Yeah.
That dog will run.
Well, I again, the big guys up front, those offensive linemen, it's a hot night.
Yeah.
And they've been working hard. See a lot of hands on the hips, so wouldn't expect them to get out 10 more yards.
Sure.
Maybe they can't get there as fast as they could in the first half.
Fair enough. Schultz drops back. Big
Gonna
pass.
wing it. Uh-oh, trouble.
Oh, my goodness. Intercepted by Spash at the 43-yard line. 3:30 to go, and the sideline going crazy over here. A big interception after that big reception after that interception. They're all pumped up about that. You know what I'm trying to say. Ooh,
That was
crazy stuff.
Yeah, that was a really nice play. I actually thought all of a sudden when the ball went up, I thought, where's it going? And then all of a sudden Yeager kind of came into the picture, and so it was really.
It looked like a jump ball almost.
The defender had a little bit better angle to it, but again, I thought Yeager tried to pull that down, but a nice play by the corner for sure. And he had a good game last week. I'll get you his name, but I had him marked as a player to watch. Jackson Spees, I think he had an interception last week as well. So a good play by the defense.
So Spash with it now on the 44. They'll do a Smola run. He'll pick up 3 or 4, kind of standard ops all night long for him. Huge interception there by the Spash Panthers late in this game. We kind of talked about it earlier. It might be a turnover that's going to be the turning point potentially.
Yeah, and both teams with 2 timeouts. The clock ticking. We're down to about almost 3 minutes, and Spash is not going to rush things.
No.
They're going to take their time, keep it on the ground, force Hudson to take their timeouts. Sorry, no timeouts. We had 2 timeouts before. Now I show the scoreboard as 3. So thought maybe one was taken by Spash earlier, but nonetheless, Hudson.
Crazy snap. Hit him in the toe. Almost a turnover.
That helps right there.
I mean, that was just wild right there. It hit him right in the toe. Bounced forward. He had to dive on that one to save it. Loss of 2. 3rd and 9. Wow, that was almost a gift from above for Hudson.
Yeah, so 3rd and 14, 2:28 left. Again, they're going to milk some clock here, may even take a timeout just to kind of regroup and say, look, hey, we don't necessarily need a first down here. We want to eat some clock, be able to get a good snap on a punt, pin Hudson down there, and eat as much clock as they can. The Raiders electing not to take a timeout right now, which is probably smart. You want to make sure you've got those when you get the ball back.
Well, the timeout game always, I'm not that great at math, but it always confused me. Like, what's your strategy right now? You got 3rd and long for them.
There's a timeout.
2 minutes to go. Smash called this timeout.
Spash
called this timeout.
Yep,
Hudson,
and the reason being is because they
strategy?
ran the clock down as far as they could.
Sure.
Didn't want to get another penalty.
Didn't want to delay.
Timeout.
Yep.
The coach is now bringing him over. Let's talk about this. Hey, the biggest key right now is keeping control of the football.
Right.
Do not lose. So, hey, center, get the snap.
Don't do that
right?
that stuff again, right?
And we realized that, hey, we're going to try to execute. Maybe we get a first down on 3rd and 10, but if we don't, we're going to eat clock again.
Right.
We're going to probably call another timeout, and then we're going to punt.
Right.
Hudson, on the other hand, again, just going to have to be patient and get up the field here, maybe try to force a turnover, but minimally get a stop.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get a stop.
All right, here we go. It's 3rd and long. Spash with the ball here right at the 45. 2:01 left to go in this 4th quarter. Hudson defense on the field trying to hold this Spash squad right now. Man in motion. Rolls out. It's a keeper again.
They're going to shut
caught
it down.
up on the far side.
There it is.
Nice job,
they were
Hudson.
trying to get the football. Dickman had his hand trying to
he did.
tear that football out of there.
He did. 2 hands on it, too.
All right, so Hudson's going to call a timeout here. So smart play, and that's a good job that time by the defense stretching that out. So 2 timeouts left for the Raiders. They're going to get the football back here.
Yep.
See if they decide they want to put some pressure on this punter. Again, the risk-reward is you're going to probably get decent field position. And what I should say is the last punt you had was a great return by Yeager, called back on a penalty.
That's right. Yep.
You know that this punter, unless he's told differently, decent hang time there, you might get one to return. Spash's coach may say, you know what, let's try to pooch this thing or get it someplace away so a return can't happen.
Yep, just drop it down the corner.
And again, that's a possibility too. So keep an eye on that. But the key here for Hudson is secure the football.
Yep. Secondary key, get a good run back. Make some dreams come true here. So back at the 32. Snaps a little low.
Just token pressure that time. He's going to get one to return here. See if he can get a block. No, don't
catches it
chip
at the
or
20,
anything like
up
that.
to the 25.
There you go.
Out at the 30, tries to get.
All right, positive.
Love it. Minute 43 to go in this fourth quarter here. An exciting finish happening right now. Hudson will be back on the field. Offense raring to go right now and trying to get something to happen here late in this game. Again, minute 43 with
So
fourth quarter.
You have
Good
plenty
stuff.
of time. I mean, it's high school football,
Yep.
and again, this is a different scenario than when you're watching the pros or even college. Hurry up doesn't hurry up as fast as you'd like. However, you got to remember the clock stops to reset the football on first down, so you have a little bit of extra time there. They're going to try to get a quick pass out that time to Jamison. Oh, unfortunately, block on the perimeter, just not there. Defense swarms it. Hudson's got to get back up to the line of scrimmage quickly here.
Minute 30 to go. Clock is ticking.
This is kind of where that chaos comes in. You know, it's
Sure.
like, okay, coaches have already probably talked about a couple different plays they want to run. It's
Shot.
open.
There we
it
go.
is.
Got him open in the middle.
All right.
Upended at the 45.
So hurry up and get your
So they'll
offense set
stop the
again.
clock,
They'll
right?
stop
Minute
it momentarily to
minute
move the
14
chains.
here. Yep.
Lyndon Coleman with the catch that time.
Up to the 45. Clock still stop. I'll let you know when it goes again. Clock is not rolling. There we go. Little sidearm
block
over
out
to the
there.
near
There you
side.
go.
Good block.
Ross,
Two
good
good
job.
blocks. Over the 50. 47-yard line. Made it over midfield. Clock is running right now. 1:05. They'll move it. 2nd and 3. Again.
1 minute left.
Minute on the nose. Just clicked over. High snap. Looked over that right side. He's got a guy wide open. They'll let
Jaeger
him.
that time
Jaeger
set a
makes the
first
move
down.
around one. Nice job. Over to the 41-yard line. They'll have to move the chain, so they'll stop the clock again. Boy, Jaeger was just sitting on that far side.
He was. Yeah, they were
waiting.
actually trying to look over the top, but that receiver
Okay.
was covered. You could see a little shoulder shake.
Yep.
And then, fortunately, Jaeger
Clock going again.
was still
44.
available open on that pass. Looking for that
Schultz.
again.
Up the middle. Oh, just behind him.
him.
Clock still running. You may want to call a timeout here.
Well, they're okay right now, okay? So on that incomplete pass, clock is
No,
stopped.
Stop it. You're right. Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
Getting all excited over here.
I know.
Take a breath, Conan. Take a breath.
6 on the clock.
All right,
One
second down.
timeout. In your back pocket.
Schultz
There he
drops
is.
back.
Right there.
Got
There
him
it
in
is.
the middle. Jaeger.
Get out of
Jaeger
bounds.
to the far side. Gets out
See
of
if they
bounds.
give him the out of bounds. Nope. They're going to
Nope,
keep
they're
the
gonna
clock
roll it,
rolling.
but that's a first
That was
down.
pretty darn close. Yep. So
Maybe not a first
nope,
down.
it was
Nope.
short.
Short.
He was close to the out of
21.
bounds. Coach Cowles might need to take a timeout here. He
Yep.
doesn't have guys set. Oh, come on. Jeez.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking timeout would be the call, and so we'll take a penalty flag on the field. 15 seconds to go here.
There was multiple guys.
A lot of stuff going on. Everybody moving on that.
Yeah,
that
and this
field.
is kind of the chaos that can ensue, especially early in the season.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, again, you can't take them with you.
Yep.
So
Okay, so they call penalty or not? Looks like they're picking up the flag. There must have been a timeout called then.
That's the easiest thing to do.
It was a false start. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so five yards back. Third down. Ball moves to the 38.
15 seconds left. Now, if you're Hudson, again, you have one timeout left. I thought he had taken just one, but
That's what I thought too.
these small passes aren't going to get you there.
Nope. Fourth
Get
down
your timeout.
coming up. Yep.
You got time for probably 2.
Clock is.
Well, they ran off 2 seconds there.
It seemed like they ran off more than that.
Pretty sure we got a timeout in before that. They'll reset the clock as always.
Watch the
So
sidelines there, and it looked like they were calling for the timeout with about 9 seconds left.
Mhm.
So
So with 9 seconds left, do you have time for a quick toss and then another, or we got one play left?
this is it.
This is
I
it.
mean,
Okay.
And again, you know, you can chip, you can try a short play, but you're not going to have enough time to get reset up unless you were able to call another timeout.
Sure.
So,
And we only have what, one left?
I'm looking at the
Thought we had
scoreboard. I
two.
think that was a timeout right there. So now we're down to one.
Okay. All righty, so they got 4 seconds on the board still. We'll see if they reset that or not. Got a barn burner going on tonight here in Stevens Point. Quite a game here. 21-14 right now, Smash on top. Hudson trying to get some last-minute heroics in the house here. So we'll go in for a Hail Mary to end this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 seconds popped back on the clock. Okay.
Yeah, this one's going to be a stretch. I mean, and so Hudson would run this play from time to time last year. That's hook and ladder. Wouldn't be surprised maybe if that's something that they try to do.
Sure.
They're going to flood
Schultz
that side.
rolls over. He'll pitch that one deep. Up, intercepted. That will be the game. As Spash with an interception at the 10. The clock will wind down. Did not wind down. We got 1 second left. They'll get one last play off. Well, let's get a Jonesy's player of the game, maybe, or maybe think about one for us.
Well, we'll hit that. Let's just kind of put a bow on this here. We'll wait for the final snap, of course.
Sure.
But
for sure.
Spash is a good football team. I think Hudson's a good football team too. Still trying to learn a few things about themselves. We mentioned this before. Tyler Lassard is not playing tonight. He's one of Hudson's best receivers, best offensive weapons. Having a kid like that in a play like that, or a game where maybe you can take advantage of that, would be helpful today. But again, I thought other kids stepped up. The passing game was much better in the second half. Obviously, the running game too. They seemed a lot more in rhythm, comfortable, those types of things.
Both offenses came out in this second half and really just lit things up. Put a bunch of points on the board there and really rocking.
And it's a good matchup early in the season for Hudson. I think you can't get too high on your horse, and I would say preseason, and I would say this now, I still pick Hudson to win the conference.
Yeah.
But you go back and think about last year, we whipped on these guys. They're not going to be they're not
Right.
We're going to be 2-0 by the time we start conference against Chippewa.
Right.
They played a good football team tonight, and frankly, in a lot of cases, they got smashed by Spash in the mouth.
Yeah, they did.
That last drive was an excellent drive by Spash. They took control of that football game. So, summarizing, the football game, the outcome, it really doesn't matter. Tonight we saw the teams come together for an injured player. Hearts and prayers go out to that family.
100%.
It's hard for kids to refocus on that. I think Hudson, we saw a lot of kids rotate in tonight, whether it was injuries or rotations or whatever it might be. But there's some flashes. There's some players I'm excited to see more of as the season goes on.
Yeah, for sure.
They're learning. They're getting their feet. This is the second game in a row. I thought halftime was pretty flat. And now you come out of the half and you play a better second half.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a good team, it's got to be consistent. And so come out and execute in the first half. Come out and, get the nerves out, but come out ready to play.
Yep.
So you're not on your heels in the second half trying to play catch up.
Right.
It could have been worse. I mean, 7-0, the defense played well enough to keep us in it. But, again, a consistent 4 quarters against a good team is what we need.
Absolutely.
And you're going to start to see them now in conference.
Yeah.
Chippewa is always solid. They play Hudson hard.
Always.
River Falls has got a good
Always.
squad this year, so it's not going to be easy.
Yep.
That being said, again, some highlights tonight. I thought Rylan Schultz played really well on that second half. His passes in the first half were kind of airballing a few of them, and maybe a couple decisions that he wanted to have back. That second half, totally different.
Yeah.
Yes, he had a couple interceptions. That last one, I don't count that because that was kind of a prayer, but most of the balls were right on. He was hitting his receivers, and they were doing a good job. Defensively, really liked Ethan Hines tonight. I thought he did a good job. Our defensive line got pushed around a little bit, so hopefully that's a gut check for them.
Right.
That they come back and next week are ready to play.
Right.
So
100%. 100%.
Player of the game.
It's the Jonesy's player of the game, by the way.
Player of the game.
Jonesy's player of the game.
I'm going to go with Ross Yeager. I think he played his heart out tonight. He played very well in the running game. He caught a lot of passes. He had some nice blocks out there, had a couple nice returns. He absolutely had the most carries for Hudson and was probably the heart of that offense, especially in that second half.
Yeah,
So
he was awesome. He was awesome. Well, final tonight, 21-14. Quite the action over here in Stevens Point. We'll be buttoning things up and hitting the road next week. Is it Chip?
Back home. Yeah. Back home against Chip. So
Chip is always, like you said, always a rival that comes to play.
Yep.
They will come to play. First Big Rivers Conference game coming up next week, Friday. Tune in as always. We'll be coming on a little bit early with the Coach's Corner. And then Aaron and I will be hitting the booth, ready to rock at home again. So it'll be nice. Yep. And I think we're setting up for a nice week of weather. And I think coming into that game, it's going to be a little bit more like, hey, we're back at it. We're back at home. Get our feet underneath us.
No more sushi bar. Is there a sushi shop?
No more fat guys in the sushi shop sweating. Say that 5 times quick. Well, thanks again for joining me. He's Aaron Sundin. I'm Ken Conan. Upstairs on the camera is Jeff Munter. We are coming to you every Friday night from the Derrick Building Solutions booth. Thank you so much for joining us on the River Channel and Raider Streaming. We'll catch you next week.